All right.
Welcome to the Crashout.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's good? What's good?
Hey. Okay, now I just need
Are
to
we
get
live?
this
Are we
mic.
live?
We
Can
are.
y'all
live.
hear us?
We are live.
Hey.
Oh yeah, the thumbnail's already up there. Okay.
Yeah, I look clean, man. All right.
All right, so how about we just introduce ourselves at this point? You know, this is the first episode. You know, I go by number OneWingedAngel_TV. I've been playing this game since season 2. I recently just hit Twitch partner. Recently was in the World Cup with Team USA. You know, Caleb and Nano in the building.
Yes, sir.
You know, what up?
And now we decided to create a little podcast called The Crashout. You know, I'm talking all things Speedstorm, spicy topics. You never know what's about to happen in The Crashout. So that's a little bit about me for now. I know a lot of you guys know me. How about we go ahead and introduce, you know, the rest of the team here.
I'll go and I'll introduce myself. I am Caleb Blackflash, the speedster of Speedstorm, and you know what I'm saying. I'm part of Team USA and also part of the Stream Snipers. And you know, we doing this podcast. You know, there's been a lot of crashing out in Disney Speedstorm, so you know, we gonna cover all of the drama, all of the crash outs. You know what I'm saying? In on and off the track. So you know what I'm saying. I'm glad to be here with all of my co-hosts. The other two are, you know, y'all can introduce yourself.
All right, man. I am. Most of y'all know me as Nano_Blaster, but most people call me Nano. I am the captain for Team USA on the World Cup. Been playing since free to play, and you know, everybody on Speedstorm. Well, most of the people I know on Speedstorm are the homies, man. But you know, Speedstorm got some crazy people on it, man. So you got to be careful who you call your homie on Speedstorm, because like the podcast says, man, people definitely be crashing out. But we gonna get into it, man. We gonna get into it.
Okay, so I guess just leave me. Without further ado, some of y'all may know me already from the YouTube side of things. I know you guys been watching Angel, Nano, and Caleb on Twitch. Obviously, my name is Samurai Namikaze. A lot of people just call me Sammy for short. But this is a pleasure being with these gentlemen here. And we're going to be giving you guys a lot of content from today onwards. And honestly, it's going to be lit. I've been anticipating this for months now. You know, it was just an idea and it just came to fruition. Just like how Angel getting Twitch partner. So I'm excited to get into these topics with you guys. And I'm looking forward to having you guys come in and enjoy this moment, enjoy this ride with us too.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, sorry. I played for Team Canada. My bad.
Man, play for Team Canada, man. Over here trying to migrate to Team USA, Sam. You ain't slick. Shit, that's why you with the Team USA members now, man.
Hey man, I don't mind being team manager.
Man, you crazy, man. Surprised you ain't on divisions with your team, man.
That's for another topic or another episode, I should say.
I feel you, man. I feel you. That's the first topic, man. What we hitting on first,
topics, man? I guess the first topic we can do, because I know Angel just discussed it a little bit, but Angel, why don't you let everybody know your journey to Twitch partner?
Well, you know, here's the thing. Y'all know what it is. Y'all see the title, man. Y'all see who's number one on freaking Disney Speedstorm, baby. It's the one, the only OneWingedAngel, baby. He finally did it. He finally got that number one spot on the leaderboard in Disney Speedstorm. So yeah, let's talk about that, Angel. And like
you know,
Sam
it's
said, like
crazy. This ain't even the first time he's gotten it either.
Angel in Disney Speedstorm. This man has been winning all over. You know, number one on the leaderboard, and he just first freaking Disney Speedstorm streamer to get partnered. But yeah, Angel, talk about all of that.
All right, so let's talk about the journey.
Let's talk about the journey
of the Poppy Speedstorm. Let's talk about the name Poppy Speedstorm first, because that's really what stuck, you know, before there was any partner pushes. Yeah, I want to know how the Poppy Speedstorm title ever came about. You know, your boy Absent, that's in the chat right now, went to a stream one day. There was this I think back in early access still, like season 3. And he was like, oh shit, we got the Poppy Speedstorm in here. And I'm like, Poppy Speedstorm, you know, that shit sounds you know, pretty catchy. I was like, you know, let me put that in my stream title and call myself that and see, you know, how people respond to it. And literally a couple streams later and a couple chats later, people were just like, oh yo, we got the Poppy Speedstorm in the building. I'm like, oh, I guess it is catching traction. So that's where the name came about, and that's when you know, I started, you know, doing the whole Poppy Speedstorm and the intros and everything like that. And you know, after that, you know, journey to Twitch partner. If a lot of you guys don't know, I've been streaming since January 2023. That's when I first started streaming. 33 followers. And I was playing games that was not Speedstorm, because Speedstorm didn't come out at the time yet. You know, I tried games like Rocket League, Destiny. That's why I always say I play these games, because I do play them. I may not stream them as frequently as I used to, but I still play these games offline. I was more or less a Rocket League main with RPG, because RPG is the game that I usually, you know, play the most. And then a little game called Disney Speedstorm came out, and I didn't start day 1. I started season 2, and like halfway in season 2, Toy Story. And I started digging it. I'm like, yo, I'm actually pretty decent at this game. And then my boy Rutroll was like, yo, why don't you stream this? I'm like, I don't know, because, you know, I look at the Twitch category. I was like, there's not that many people that stream it. It must not be popular. So you know, I said, all right, screw it, let me try it. I streamed it, and that's where I met Duff. It was the first Speedstorm person from the community that I've ever met. You know, was Duff. You know, R.I.P. to Duff.
Shout out to the homie Duff, man.
For real, because that man literally always supporting, and literally be the first ones that a lot of people get introduced with first. Literally, like, you know, welcome them to the community and stuff like that. And I'm like, wow, okay, they got some really nice people in here, you know, very welcoming. So I started playing more, and then I joined like the Speedstorm Discord, and I started meeting like Nelisi, and they were doing Epic Cups. I joined that Discord. I joined so many different Speedstorm Discords, and I'm like, okay, wait, this actually has a community. Like, you know, let me like get to know everybody. And I met, you know, I got to know a lot of W people since the early access days, and I started, you know, getting my name out there, you know. And I was like, what best way to do that is the tournaments. I did the tournaments, getting my name out there, and seeing like the viewership that I was getting from the game and whatnot. Back when it was at its prime, I'm like, maybe I could try to do a Twitch partnership, you know, push with this game. So you know, I started grinding, started networking, putting my brand out there, doing clips, whatever. I started seeing numbers growing, and I'm like, all right, let's do it. Now, ironically enough, when I was doing this partner push, I never announced a partner push. I was just streaming, and I was holding numbers. And, you know, the World Cup was basically the partner push. Just like the Speedstorm World Cup had a lot of eyes on it. And, you know, right when start to finish, that was my partner push. And right when it finished, I think it was 2 weeks later, I got rated by Twitch, and I had Twitch partner. And it was a long journey. It was an amazing journey. And I'm gonna tell you right now, my biggest motivation of doing this is because when I said my dream is to get Twitch partner off this video game, because I think it could happen, everybody was like, nah, I doubt it. I don't think you would. I don't think that's gonna happen. It's not that popular of a game.
Damn,
and that was my motivation. Like that? Yeah, that was my motivation to say, you know what, no, we can do this, because I believe in this community. That's the number one thing.
Here's what people got to realize. This might not be the most popular game in the world, like Fortnite with 1 billion players on, but this this game has a community. There are thousands of people who play this game and are watching content. You can look on the YouTube side. You can look at the creators. They got thousands of subscribers just with Speedstorm content. On the Twitch side, Angel's getting 100 viewers. There's people who want the content. So, for anybody saying like, oh, there ain't nobody, blah blah blah, like, hey, that's a lie. So
definitely
people are proving every day that there's a community out here and there's content to be made. So if you want to make content, hey, the door is there, the community is there, and they'll support you.
Exactly. And I would say, with Shadow of a Doubt, like, I met a lot of people, a lot of streamers. I met a lot of friends off of the Speedstorm community, even just the Twitch streams in general, because there's a lot of people that I didn't know played Speedstorm that I knew before Speedstorm. Like, and there's a lot of people in different communities that I'm involved with that was like, oh, I didn't know you played Speedstorm. And I'm like, yo, I've been playing this game since like day one. And I'm like, wow. But like the Speedstorm community don't know them because they're not like one of those that play it all the time. It's just like they play here and there. But people do play this game a lot more than what people think and realize. And I realized that when people played it, or there's people that come up to me and be like, hey, I downloaded this game because you made it look fun. That's one thing about content creation and streaming that should definitely, be in people's minds when you want to be a streamer, is if you make the game look fun, it doesn't matter if people know about the game, like the game. If you make the game look fun, people are going to be drawn to it. Your streams are fun, people are going to be drawn to it. Obviously, if you're good, that helps out a lot too. But the more important part is if you're having fun, your stream's gonna have fun because they see you having fun.
So how many people found your stream, from the leaderboard inside of Disney Speedstorm? And how important is the leaderboard?
I would say I know a lot of people don't consider the leaderboard like something to really look at because it rewards grind over skill. But
okay, let's talk about that a little bit. Why do y'all think people don't take the leaderboard in Disney Speedstorm serious? And everybody can chime in. Well, why don't some people take that serious?
Man, I mean, we all know why, because like,
for anybody who doesn't know,
when you got a game that like you don't gotta actually play the game to reach the highest rank, how you gonna take the leaderboard seriously? I ain't never played a game like that before until I got to this game.
Yeah, I think there's like 3 different communities maybe on the leaderboard. So there are the legit players who legit rank up from doing ranked races with their characters. There's the whales who they race, but they kind of like pay money to get every character race maxed out so they can win. There's the boosters who don't win legitimately, who will sit at the start line and let other people get points for them in team races, or they'll have 2 alternate accounts on different platforms queue up with them with crossplay turned off. And then once they get into a lobby with their alternate accounts, they have their alternate accounts leave the lobby and it ends the race, granting the person points. So like I feel like those are kind of like the different kind of groups on the leaderboard. And it sucks for the people who actually want to get it legitimately because they want to like show their skill or show like, yo, I actually do this. And then you have people who get it by some shady means. Yeah, that kind of like
Tracks.
Yeah. One of the people with the boosters we talking about is Jimmy Tracks. Jimmy Tracks is one of those people who he turns off crossplay, and then he'll get into lobbies with alternate accounts, and then have those alternate accounts quit, so he'll automatically get points. And so he might have like a level 20 racer that just came out an hour ago, but somehow he got NPR 40, with 9,000 points, even though the character just came out, which is, impossible unless you're boosting. So, it kind of makes a stain on the game a little bit. And so, when people look at this game, the leaderboard, we don't want people to see a booster. So Jimmy Tracks, he's one of those people.
Oh, no,
Zuzu, now another person, Zuzu, he doesn't necessarily use any alternate accounts or turn off crossplay. But what he does is he uses Arbee drive. Now Zuzu's actually a really good player in this game. You know, he's very skilled, but for whatever reason, he wants to use a shady way in order to climb the leaderboard, which is Arbee drive. Which Arbee drive is basically it drives for you. It's automatically drives, and he'll just have it on repeat all day long, and then getting points.
Man, he did that same thing in regulated for the longest too.
Yeah, I think when I first joined this game, I saw that because here's what I didn't get right. So I'm new to the game, season 4. You know, the Aladdin season came out. I'm using Jasmine when she was weak, blah, blah, blah. I get on ranked. I run into Zuzu. Zuzu's kicking my ass. I'm like, yo, this Zuzu person is really good at the game. Oh, my goodness. You know, and then I do regulated. And then I see Zuzu regulated. I'm thinking, okay, I'm about to have the race of my life. And next thing you know, he's in last place. I'm like, what? What's going on? And I'm about to lap him. So then I slow down, and his car is driving into the wall. I'm like, what's going on? And I realized, oh, is he using auto drive? Because I kept getting to like multiple matches with him getting last place. I'm he's way too good to be getting last place like this. And, you know, that's when I found out that he was boosting and regulated, and everybody just kind of just already knew. And now it used to only be in the regulated leaderboards, but then once they added team modes, then all of a sudden he did that same strategy in the ranked leaderboard, so which was making the ranked leaderboard a little bit less legitimate. So that's not what we want to see in this game. We want to see like an actual number 1 player who got it in the mud, got it through racing, got it through playing the game. And so I think everybody in the community was rooting for OneWingedAngel.
So, that's why we respect OneWingedAngel getting that first place and at the top of the leaderboard. Shoot, he even grinded past the booster, man, the booster master. Mr. Angel, how does it feel to have you know, talk about your journey grinding to number 1 player on the current ranked leaderboard?
So grinding to the number 1 on the leaderboards is something that I never would have thought would even be something that I would be going for. I started playing ranked seriously maybe at the end of season 3, beginning of season 4. And I started ranking up my racers, playing them individually, and I started seeing my placement going up, and I'm like, oh, I'm like in the 200s. I'm in the 100s. I'm like, can I do top 100 in this game? Like, am I that good? And you know, I reached top 100, and this is before like OneWing welled out. This is before OneWing like did anything to max out racers like this. Like, I was legitimately free to play all the way until, like, not free to play, but like I bought like Sarah Pex was like the most I bought type of deal. And that was past Frozen. What was season 6? That was like the season before
6 of Little Mermaid, I think.
Little Mermaid, yeah.
Okay.
Is that when they did the Golden Pass change, or was that Inside Out season? But it came a point where
the Golden Pass change came in Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay, yeah, Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah, I think that was the season where you literally couldn't be free to play. You had to spend some money, basically, whether that was on a pack or on the Golden Pass. So
yeah, that's when
became pay to win at this point.
Yeah, when I welled out, it was around the Wreck-It Ralph season. So like before Wreck-It Ralph, like I was strictly free to play,
the game like everybody else.
Bought the startup pack, grinding the game, and I grinded it to the top 100. And you know, come seasons later, after I decided, okay, you know what, I'm gonna well out. After I welled out and I started playing racers at max level, and I'm like, holy shit, my whole game just completely changed. Because mind you, I was winning races or even like staying competitive with no maxed out crew whatsoever. So now with the maxed out crew, like sometimes it gets really like too easy sometimes. And I hate to say that because like I'm a competitive person, but like I understand why maxed out crew is a thing, you know what I'm saying? I started, you know, moving up top 20, top 10, you know, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? I want stream. I was like, you know what, guys? I think I can grind for number 1. So that's when I, decided to grind for number one to see, how much of a grind is gonna be. And I got, I set goals. I got everybody a champion, everybody the grand champion. Then boom, I did all UCs like 2 seasons ago. I'm like, yo, I got everybody to UC. And once you get everybody to UC, you're automatically probably at the top, what, 10, 20? Because I'm going to say, I don't think everybody has all UCs. But if you manage to do that, you're pretty much almost guaranteed almost in the top 10, damn near.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why was it so hard once you got all of your characters the ultimate champion to get that number one spot? Because you were in the top 10, but even with all the UCs, why were you sitting third and second at some points?
Because at that point, I'm past NPR. 2000 and all my racers. For one, the grind is there because when you're over 2000, the lobbies tend to take a lot longer to load up or find, and that's a big time gap. And my main problem with Jimmy Trash or Tracks, whatever his name is he doesn't have those problems because he loads up alternate accounts. So for me, that takes maybe a minute or two to find a lobby. He'll find one instantaneously because he already has a system going, and then he'll disconnect the other 2 accounts to win the race. You know how fast that is to rinse and repeat?
Yep.
And he's over there collecting freaking points like it's freaking water.
Versus doing a 2-minute race and then sitting in the lobby for 2-3 minutes.
Be honest.
And then
y'all know what the crazy thing is about Jimmy Tracks? I've been playing this game since the beginning of free to play, right? I low key have I can count the number of times I've legitimately ran into Jimmy on like one hand. And I'm like, and I play this game a lot. So for me, it's like, the way I see it's like, what is the point of getting a racing game if you're not gonna be racing with nobody?
There's no point.
That shit makes no fucking sense to me, bro. Like what's the point? Like you just boosting yourself and stuff. Like,
is it to antagonize? Maybe because somebody else is trying to get it, so you're gonna try to get in their way. Sometimes I wonder if that's the case. Like,
it could be that.
I think that's a lot of it most of the time, to be honest.
Because let's say, if Jimmy Tracks had a YouTube or a Twitch he was trying to promote, I can maybe understand wanting to get that number one spot, but I don't think I see him stream on Twitch. I don't think I see him make videos on YouTube. So it's like, what are you actually trying to get the number one spot for if you know it's not deserved?
But you know why he wouldn't do that? Because it would show him
niggas will be on his ass, bro.
Yeah.
That's why.
And
he's a booster. He's an Arbee driver. Look at this. He's not legit.
What's crazy is you guys say, you haven't really like raced him or maybe a handful of times. I've raced Jimmy 1 or 2 times, and he must have had crossplay on because I only play on PC, and I raced Jimmy 1 or 2 times. I don't know if he was actually racing. Like, he wasn't using Arbee drive. And that's how I know, like, Jimmy's not a bad racer. Because, like, I won the race, but, he was not far off from me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'll give him what is due. Like, he is a good racer, but, like, if you're a good racer, why do you have to do what you're doing?
Now that I think about it, there's a lot of people on the top 10 or that have been on the top 10 on leaderboard that are good racers that boost. Now, I think there was like Aldo Pro. I've raced against Aldo Pro in ranked, and he's actually really good at the game. But I guess people were saying he was a booster. Maybe he was boosting before I joined, but there's certain people who kind of got like a stigma around their name for boosting.
Yeah, and Smarty was boosting when he was trying to get number one too.
That name Nano that you just brought up was actually one of the first names I heard about when I was thinking about playing this game. I forgot whose YouTube video I was watching, but they were like dogging him and talking about, oh, he's a booster. Gameloft needs to get him out the game. He's ruining the game. And I was like, I don't know if I want to play this game. Got people like this out here.
Man, it's just crazy, man. The boosters run rampant.
There's Beast. Beastman's another, booster. And then there's, Zuzu. So, Angel, explain your rivalry or your back and forth with Zuzu when it comes to trying to get that number one spot on the leaderboard.
Wait, okay, hold on. Before we do that, do we consider what Zuzu does as boosting if he Arbee drives?
I mean,
is that a different form of
yeah, I would classify that as a different form of boosting.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I have a laptop.
Just trying to make sure.
And there's a program that can make a certain button or a key get pressed over and over and over. Yep. You can set the time. Macroing. Yeah, so if some people play on PC, if they're on PC, and then they just have the PC having it hit the A button or the start button, so they can get into races over and over and over, and just have that PC running all day, without them actually playing the game on auto drive, that's boosting. You're farming.
Yep.
It's like bots.
Literally farming.
Literally, that's not legit.
No,
I feel you. I agree. I just wanted to make sure we was all on the same page.
Now, before we go into the Zuzu situation, to basically answer the question about why the leaderboards matter, I would say as a content creator, the leaderboards matter because at the end of the day, the competitive community knows, who is good and whatnot in the leaderboards. But if you have a casual person, and mind you, this is from experience, you will have casual people coming into your chats if you are streaming because they either see you on a time trial leaderboard or because they see you at the top 100 leaderboards, mainly the top 10. People will watch you because they want to see, what you're all about, especially if you're that high up in the leaderboards. They don't know that all you got to do is grind to get to, the top 10. Because at the end of the day, you can grind yourself out there. It's still going to be miserable if you're actually racing because, once you're in the UC lobbies, you're literally facing people from the top 100 and you're not going to get first place every single time. So like, it might be a grind and it's a long ass grind regardless. And it's still a tough thing to do to even get up there, because you're still, like I said, you're racing, the top players in the world. You might lose, so you might not get your full points. You might want to get 6 or whatever. That's a time consuming thing. Very, very time consuming. And I would say from experience, people do look at that, especially casuals. And I had people come into my chat, but like, hey, I seen you on the leaderboards, or I seen your time trial videos, and that's why I came to your channel because, thanks to your time trial, I was able to get top 10%, or you're really good at the game. I want to learn how to play the game like you do. Like, so at the end of the day, as a content creator, yes, leaderboards do matter because that's how you get found. That's free promotion to your channel when you have your name up there and people look your name up. And trust me, people do look your name up.
Yep. That's how I discovered GQ when I first started playing this game. And I started to look at certain mechanics that you could do in a game so I can better my run or better my gameplay. Because when I first started playing this game, I was solid because I have like everyone, well, not everyone, but for the most part, like if you play a lot of games, you're more familiar or comfortable playing games like this. This is nothing new to you. So for me, I was always solid from the beginning, but then watching his videos and seeing how he would change some of the items to maintain his boost, I was like, oh, you can manage boost in a certain way where you can pretty much have boost the entire race. That kind of changed everything for me and took my game to another level. And guys like GQ, like Angel just said, it's free marketing. Your name's up there in the top of the leaderboard. You have a video doing a time trial. You're explaining to people how to get better runs, how to get better times. People are going to look at that and correlate the two and say, okay, this guy's legit because he's talking about doing this, but he's also providing the facts because his name's in the top 5.
I think a lot of people want to be the face of Speedstorm. And one way to be the face of Speedstorm is being number one on the leaderboard. And so, but what you got to realize is if you are number one on the leaderboard, but everybody knows you got it in an illegitimate way, they're not going to respect it. But if you are number one on the leaderboard and everybody knows that you got it because you deserved it and worked for it, people are going to respect that. And I think people who boost or Arbee drive like Zuzu. Maybe he thought like I want to be the face of Speedstorm, so in order to do that, I'm gonna be number one by any means possible. Like, yeah, you're there, but you're not gonna get the respect from the community that you might have thought you were gonna get, and I think that's the problem. So yeah, not just Zuzu. A lot of players who do that need to realize that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even that, even just that. I mean, the whole like, and honestly, Speedstorm takes a big chunk of the blame too, or Game Loft.
Yeah, Game Loft. They made it easier. They made it easier to boost.
Like they made it to where you don't even have to play the game to boost.
Because before, if you lost, you would lose 70 points. Remember? That was before they changed the point system. You would lose 70 points in a 1v1. You know, you come in last, you come in second, you're not gaining. But once they added team modes, you could come in last place or second, and then you're gaining points. So once people figured this out, that's when boosting really became a problem.
Yep. Yeah, man.
Well, to be honest.
We've all been in those situations where we're grinding, and then we're in a 2v2, and we happen to run into the person that just sits at the finish line or at the starting line, and they're on our team or the enemy's team, messing up the racing experience and just farming points for no reason. Because the system is so fucked that just you queuing up for races, even if you're losing, the game still benefits you, and you will still like usually make up more points than losing points, even if you're not doing anything.
Yeah, because the way the game should run is that when you queue up, it queues you up in a full lobby of 6 to 8 racers. But what this game matchmaking actually does is it prioritizes the 1v1s or the small lobbies. So you get into these lobbies often even when you don't want to, because maybe they're the only person on at that NPR or whatever it is. I mean, there'd be more people. It's just the matchmaking's bad. But long story short, I think it really just ruins. It just sucks for the person that's being legitimate, because maybe you actually want to race and, you know, have a good time racing against some competition. Like having somebody to sit at the start line of Arbee drive at a slow speed puts the burden on you of racing, you know, for, you know, however long the race is, and that's not fun.
Yeah, it's a very selfish thing, in my opinion.
And it ruins the online experience. So not only are they delegitimizing the leaderboard, but they're just making the online experience worse for new and old players.
Yeah,
especially since we're forced to race against these people.
I would say it's worse for newer racers because the lobby situation has always been like this since free to play. Like when I first came to this game, going to ranked race modes was always the worst situation possible, because sometimes before team mode, it would set you up with people who might be like 30 levels above you, and it's like there's no way you're catching up. Beginning of the race, like they're already out the gate, they're probably already on the first corner, and you're like, yo, what's going on? And then you get to the leaderboard at the end of the race, and it shows, yeah, this racer was racing with a level 40 racer, and you know, you had a level 15, and you don't even have a unique, so you're not even competing in any way in this race. And honestly, I don't think it's really changed, because if it had, you know, we wouldn't be stuck in these 1v1 lobbies. You know, something would have been done a long time ago to counter all of this, but we're still in this, I guess, this era of bad matchmaking.
Yep. And it's crazy because, you know, you like kind of think to yourself, you're like, okay, somebody who's like boosting in the game, like what's like what are they thinking? What's going through their head to make them want to do this? And for me, it's kind of like, is it that you're like not good at the game, so you're just boosting to like get all the rewards or something like that? Or are you, you know, because that's not going to help you become a better player. I mean, you going to get the rewards and then level up characters to boost with that, or just have them sit there or auto drive. Like, you're not becoming a better racer. Like, that shit's lame as fuck. And not even that, like, you know, there are good people that are skilled that do like the auto drive, like Zuzu. It's kind of like, if you're good at the game, what's the point of even doing that? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. So
honestly, I think it boils down to a lot of things. Like you just touched on briefly, like some people just might not be that skilled at the game, so they just give up. They're like, oh, the game can auto drive for me. Like a lot of mobile games where it can just autopilot your character. So they're like, okay, I'm used to it anyways. I can do it in this racing game. Let me do it. Or you'll have some players like Zuzu who are like good at the game, but they're probably like, this is a waste of my time. You know what I mean? I could be doing other things.
But then there are people, well, here's what they try to do to justify it. They'll be like, oh, well, the only reason I'm boosting is because I'm trying to get the ultimate champion reward so I can get the crew members to level up my character, or to get the tokens. That's what they'll say their excuses of why they boost. Is so they can get the the reward you get for leveling up in rank. So what do y'all think about from that aspect of people boosting so they can level up their characters and not pay money in the game?
Idiocy. I think that's just an excuse. Because, all right, look at it from this perspective. We literally just talked about how the game's rank system is so easy where you don't even have to play the game to get to the highest rank. Like, at that point, you might as well play the game. Like, what are you scared of? Losing 1 million points? That doesn't happen anymore. Like, eventually the matchmaking RNG is just gonna work in your favor to where you're either not gonna be losing points like that, or you're just gonna end up gaining points. So it literally makes no sense to just not be playing the game and just sitting at the finish line or auto Arbee drive like it. Shit just doesn't make sense to me, bro. Doesn't make sense to me.
Well, all of that's how you know how hard it is to get number one on the leaderboard when you have all of those different factors or different people boosting for various reasons. So that's why, Angel getting number one on the leaderboard is really, like, I think everybody was excited for, and really a testament that, even in the what's it called, the mass, amount of people who are boosting, that he was still able to get it done.
Hell yeah.
So
a lot of obstacles.
So Angel technically is the best player in the game, right? Number one on the leaderboard.
Well, hold on. I mean, we didn't even
No,
we didn't even get to what kind of spark, like what's going on between, because I know you and Zuzu are battling for the number one spot.
Angel and Zuzu been battling for that number one spot, back and forth. I think Zuzu was not gonna allow Angel to get number one. I think there was even one season when we had a rank point reset. Somehow Zuzu wasn't affected by that. So while everybody else's top 10 characters, got reset all the way to NPR 36, some of Zuzu's top 10 characters, I mean, his points stayed the same. So that was how we know he didn't get reset. So how was it like? What was it like when that happened, Angel? When the rank reset happened and you saw that he didn't lose any points, did that kind of discourage your grind?
So before I answer this, how's everyone in the chat doing? I see Megan's in the here saying, like, I'm grinding my Oogie Boogie right now, and I have run into Jimmy Tracks. Also, Megan ran across Jimmy Tracks. Megan, how was that experience?
Okay. Hey, Jimmy low-key like a legendary Pokemon, man. Nah, I don't know, bro.
like a shiny.
No, it's a shiny.
Shiny. One in 14,000 chance you'll see him in rank.
Like whenever I run into Jimmy, I'm like, oh shit, is this actually him? Like,
I just wanted to make sure everybody in the chat knows that I do see you so hard the worst. Really? Oh, whoa! With the cracking up face. Damn. Say it ain't so. Also, Absent, Toxic, Maisie, how y'all feeling today, yo? I see you guys in the chat.
Yes, sir. Yeah, what's good, y'all?
Let's go.
Yep.
So yes, Zuzu controversy. So look, I'm gonna keep it real. I was racing with Ro one time, and I didn't really know that we were meta racing apparently. He was Hans, I was Bolu. I was like, look, man, let's just play. That's the only racer he could choose that can play UC lobbies with me. So I was like, look, let's play. Then I get a DM from Zuzu saying, yo, can y'all stop playing meta? I'm trying to, you know, casually play races here. And I'm like, okay. Like, I didn't think nothing of it, whatever. And he kept messaging me again and again and again, talking about, yo, why you being so toxic, this and that. And then he switches racers. He switches to Randall, and you know, Randall's one of his best racers. And I still won. And then he messaged me again on some toxic stuff, and I'm like, all right, man. Like I'm just playing my game. I'm playing with my friends. Like it's not even that, you know, it's not even that real. So, you know, me, I chose to be Randall too. I was like, all right, you want to play Randall? Let's play Randall. Let's see who's the best Randall. And sure enough, we get paired up again in the same lobby, and my Randall destroys his Randall. And that's when shit hits the fan right there. Shit hits the fan, and he got toxic, you know, and started talking about, oh, you know, quality over quantity or whatever. It's like, you could get all these viewers, but it don't really matter because I go for quality or whatever. And then he comes out and be like, you know, I look up to you and this and that. And I'm like, all right, why are you saying all this? But you're like literally bashing me on DMs, but you look up to me. Like, that makes no sense, right? And then
that's crazy.
That is crazy. So then, all right, that's where it correlates to the part where, you know, I welled out and I said, hey guys, I want to try to go for number one. So when that happened, I remember I seen this in somebody's chat. Zuzu said, OneWinged's OP now, because I was winning a lot of races that Zuzu was in. And then Katie went to Zuzu's stream, and I was just literally just playing the game. I didn't even know he was streaming, but she was watching him, and I get paired up with him and I beat him. And then he says in the stream, here's OneWinged stream sniping me. And Katie was like, he ain't even stream snipe. He's not even watching your stream. We're just playing the game because he's grinding right now. And that's what. And then he told Katie, he was like, yo, I hope OneWinged could be a good father, because he's not gonna get this number one spot. He's never gonna see his kids, because I'm gonna make sure that he won't be able to top me. And then that's when Zuzu started doing all the crazy Arbee driving. Damn. But like on his stream, he basically was like, shit about you. That's crazy, Katie. Bro. And he was like, he's like, Katie, I now know why you stressed out, because, you know, I got this man on this game 24/7. And he was like, he should be worried about being a good dad to his kids. Like, literally, this is all on his stream.
Low blow. On his stream. On the stream, too.
I'm guessing he didn't have a VOD of that.
and Katie called him out, and she was like, yo, if you got something to say, at least wait till he's in the chat so he can actually defend himself. Then you just blabbing at the mouth or whatever. And then he bans Katie or times her out, whatever, so she can't say nothing anymore. Then he ends the stream. So that was the whole thing, man. You know, like, you know, I understand, you know, being competitive, because he said that I attacked him. That's what it is. I attacked him because I said I was going for number one. I never did I say I was coming for Zuzu. I could go watch the VODs. I never said I'm coming for you, Zuzu. I just said, hey, I'm going for the number one spot. That's a goal that I'm making as a content creator. And he took it upon himself to be like, oh no, OneWinged's attacking me. He said he's gonna take my spot, yada yada yada. And that's when he went and he attacked my family. He basically said that, you know, I'm not a good father. My girls are gonna miss me as their dad, and like this and like that right there. When you mention my kids, that's a whole different disrespect level right there. Like, you can talk shit about me all you want, but when you bring the kids into this, it's wild. Like,
yeah, I think that's like a super low blow, because you can leave, like, if you have like some sort of like rivalry on the game with somebody, I feel like you should keep it to the game. Like, there's no reason to be like talking about people's personal life and say, you know, stuff that you actually don't know anything about and stuff. And, you know, it's one thing to, you know, like talk shit on the game, but it's another thing to like bring people's like personal lives and like families and stuff. And, you know, once you cross that line, then I mean, all bets are off, man. So
and that makes it even worse. Like if you're trying to RB drive just so you can try to like take somebody away from their family, so because they're grinding the game and you're not racing, like that's a toxic mindset to have. Like if that's the reason why he was RB driving, that's wild, bro.
Man, that makes the fight for that #1 spot, man.
At that point, you holding players hostage.
Nah, but I mean, I don't even think that shit was really like, but I mean, like Angel being on the game, I don't think that really like deters him from taking care of his kids. Because, shoot, when we be practicing, Angel always, with the kids and helping out and stuff, and
we gotta make a
taking care of them and stuff. So yeah, so
like that's one thing that people don't understand, especially Zuzu's like my guy. I can literally make a bottle in a minute. I can change a diaper in a minute or less. Like these races only take about 1 minute to 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes at max. If my kids need me, I can literally finish a race, do what I gotta do as a dad, come back and make sure as long as the kids are good, I could go on to the next race. Like it ain't that serious. Like I can do my daddy duties and still play the game. People tend to think, oh, because I'm grinding doesn't mean that I'm like neglecting. That's what he said. I'm basically gonna neglect my kids. I don't do that. Like my kids are old enough to know, like, hey, dad, I want this, or I'm hungry. Like my kids can talk. They're not babies no more. Like,
yeah.
That sounds like a childish insult people do, like, oh, you need to touch grass. And it's like, you do know there are some people who have healthy lives, jobs, hobbies, and they also play games, and they can be good at a game and still have a life outside of the game. So it just seems like he was just mad that, you were going for that #1 spot and actually a legitimate threat. And so he's trying to insult you for, climbing the leaderboard by trying to insinuate that you are a bad father or not, neglecting your kids.
Hey Megan, that's all right. He can take the #1 spot back. He's boosting his way up there, but that's all right.
Listen, I think that's a move that you make when you feel threatened.
I mean that too. I mean, like I like I said, I never really threatened this man. I had no problems with this man until I welled out and said I'm going for #1. Then it's like I came for his life somehow, and now he's in defense mode, and now he's talking shit about me, family, and everybody else. Literally, he crashed out on people's chats. Let me tell you, he almost got banned from other people's chats because as soon as I said hi or something, that man starts talking for no reason, toxic as hell, talk about, get out of here, you bozo, this or
that's crazy.
Yo, I went to Janu's chat, because Janu's my guy, he's a cool guy, and I chatted up with him, and he was like, go back to where you came from.
Whoa.
Yeah. He said, know your place. I'm like, know my place?
What?
Know my place? He's like, I'm
that's borderline.
For me.
I'm not gonna say it.
He said, if it wouldn't have been for me, you wouldn't have never have known this guy. I'm like, hey, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you are right, but like that doesn't give you the right to be like, yo, this is my spot, this is my chat, yo, you get the fuck out. Like, this is not even your channel. You're just a mod or a friend of this channel. Like, what?
Dang, Angel, sound like he made you. He talking like he made you.
Right. Like, what did you do for me?
Hey, one thing I learned about this community, people love making it seem like they put you on or made you, man.
Right, like what is that? Like, do you feel like the clout that I have, you should have? Like what is it that you have so against me that you gotta attack me in people's chats, or you gotta feel like I'm attacking you? Is it because you feel like the spot I'm in should be yours? If that's the case, I mean, look, streaming is not just being #1 on the leaderboard. Streaming is you got to be entertaining. Streaming is you gotta, put your name out there, put your brand out there. Like do clips, make YouTube content. Like if you're not out there promoting yourself or on people's chats and putting your name out there, ain't nobody gonna click on your name just because they see you on a #1 on the leaderboard. If you don't got nothing for people to want to engage in, they're just gonna be like, okay, here he is right here, but that's it.
Hey man, Angel's correct, man. That's streaming shit. I know me and Caleb also stream, but that shit ain't easy, man. Like it's you playing for a long period of time. You got to be entertaining, or constantly talking with the people in the chat and so that shit. For me, by the time I finish streaming, I'll be feeling drained sometimes. So I definitely commend Angel because he be putting a lot of work in his streams, man. He ain't the biggest streamer on Speedstorm for no reason.
That is true. Yeah, it's OneWingedAngel TV for a reason, because in some aspects it's almost like a TV show. Like it's a program. It's something that people tune in on a weekly or a daily basis. So you have to have something that people want to watch or be entertained with. And yeah, it is hard.
Exactly.
So it's being good at the game, being entertaining, having engaging with the chat, having unique stuff. It's a lot. Music.
It is a lot, and then you gotta make sure your channel engages with the people. You engage with the people, and just don't leave them hanging. I mean, there's a lot to the streaming world, and I would say the best thing is promoting yourself, or making friends, because friends is a big part of Twitch. You can build your community, but when you build friendships, ain't nobody gonna support you like your friends.
Right.
And if you don't have friends, word of mouth goes a long way. Your friend might be able to be like, hey, check this guy out. He's my boy, and he's really good at this, and he's entertaining. Boom, you got somebody else got eyes on you. It's like a chain reaction.
Imagine if instead of Zuzu trying to come at you and your family, if he instead tried to, be friends with you and link up on some positive stuff. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he could grow some more and be more known. But, toxicity isn't always good, drama for you growing. Like you might get a little bit of, people nosy, like, oh, what's going on with the drama? But that's a connection that now isn't going to be there anymore. So, it might have not been worth it. And I think the issue is people attaching who they are as a person to Disney Speedstorm. Like, you have to have an identity outside of this game. I can't speak for anybody, but I feel like some people attach who they are as a person, their identity, to Disney Speedstorm. So when they see somebody coming, for a spot, they take it personally, like you're coming for their livelihood or something. So it's just, you gotta have some balance.
Exactly.
But yeah,
exactly. And like I said, it's not for everybody, but content creating is definitely a big thing for me. And I would say when it comes to streaming Speedstorm, it definitely matches the type of vibe I have. Party hype, races are only 2 to 3 minutes. I can literally talk with the chat in between then, or it's even me. I talk to the chat and focus on chat while I'm racing at the same time. And there's people that literally, when I go to the chat, I'm like, bro, how do you talk to the chat and race at the same time? Like, I will be hitting walls and shit like that. I was like, well, I got multiple monitors for one, which makes it easy, but my main monitor is right next to my chat box monitor. And when I see something go up, obviously that means something happened in the chat, so I can quickly glance over. And once you learn the maps and the lines, you can kind of know what's coming up next. So you can quickly glance real quick, read the chat, and go back to your race, and you're not bumping into walls. Sometimes I do it here and there, but it's not easy. It is not. In certain games, it's damn near impossible to do that.
Well, I got a question. Hey, now that you've reached #1 on the leaderboard, do you have any other goals in Speedstorm? You got partner, you got #1 on the leaderboard. Even if it was temporarily, you hit that, the tippity top of the mountain. What's next for OneWingedAngel?
Oh, I know.
What's a new goal you got?
He's gonna be the #1 in regulated.
Man, somebody said that. Somebody said that. Jimmy passed you again on #1 in the comments.
But like I said, he boosted his way up there. I mean, I'm
we don't count him. You're still #1, bro.
The people's champ, baby.
Yes, sir.
So that is why Angel is the best player in Speedstorm, right? Yeah. Hold on.
I mean, I think there's a lot of factors that are in play for who's the best, right?
It definitely is, man. It definitely is, man.
But
you know, let's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead, Kayla.
You know, regardless, you know, making number one on any leaderboard on any game is an achievement. So
it is,
you know,
and you should be proud of it. To be honest,
yeah.
Don't let anyone take that shine from you.
I appreciate you, Megan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, for sure, man, for sure. But yeah, man, I think what was the next topic, Mr. Sammy?
Yeah,
I mean, we're talking about the best player in the game, right? Yo, go ahead, Sammy. Go ahead, Sammy.
Yeah, so if I can remember correctly, I do think Caleb has something he wants to get off his chest.
Well, there's a lot of
Caleb,
different.
What the hell you want to get off your chest, man?
You know, we're talking about best player of the game and the leaderboard. Now, some people might say the leaderboard doesn't determine who's the best player in the game. So I'm asking, what actually does determine the number one player? Who is the number one player? You know, some people might say it's Zuzu or OneWing or Jimmy Track because the leaderboard. Some people might say it's Maxi. You know, and I don't know if everybody knows who Maxi is. Like, you know, maybe some of the OGs, but if you know, I want to question everybody's, you know, legitimacy. So I guess there's like a leaderboard and there's a competitive kind of understanding. And in the competitive scene, there's an understanding that Maxi is the best player in Disney Speedstorm. So how do y'all, first of all, I'll just ask y'all, like, how do y'all feel about that? Do you agree? You know, why do you guys think Maxi, or who do you guys think is the best player skill wise in Speedstorm?
Shoot, I mean, this might be a little like spoiler for my future list, but Maxi is my number one player in Speedstorm. To no surprise for people that know of him or are in the competitive scene. You know, he's usually generally regarded as what people consider as the best player on Speedstorm. So, you know, that's my answer.
What about you, Sammy?
Does it really matter what answer I give you?
Yeah, whatever your opinion is.
Well, my opinion is general consensus says it's him. My opinion, it doesn't really matter because from the moment I stepped in competitive Speedstorm scene, it seems to be a lot of names revolving around who's the best, and Maxi's just one of them.
Okay, that's fair. What about you, Angel? Who do you think is the most skilled player in Speedstorm?
That's very subjective, but I mean, I can go by experience. I can go by, you know, my personal experience when I started doing Epic Cups and all that, and I've raced everybody and mostly of all the OGs, and I will say Maxi is definitely very, very skilled, and like from my time playing against him and even in the World Cup, I mean, Maxi is definitely shown why people say he is number one player of the game. And honestly, you know, like, he's beaten me, I've beaten him, you know what I mean? Like, you know, the way I see it, it's not easy beating Maxi on regulated anything when it comes to a regulated type of tournament or even race. So I would consider him, you know, number one. You know, like, I push egos aside. I know a good player when I see him, and you know, I would say, you know, I would love to see. I love to face Maxi because I like to learn exactly how he plays, because there's a reason why he's always either number one or, you know, close to the number one person and these position races. he does certain things that not many people, many racers know, and that's how he gets that upper hand sometimes.
Yeah, man, my boy Maxi be moving on them Speedstorm streets.
Yeah, but what, the back street? Like, I don't know, it ain't the main street for him, you know.
I don't know, man. To my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Angel, but hasn't Maxi gotten a dub in like every tournament he's been in so far?
Yeah, he is known as the undefeated tournament master. Like, no one has beaten this man at any tournament till this day. Right now, nobody's beating him. And this is like tournaments where Silent was in there, Hoodie, and all these other racers that people consider some of the top racers in this game. And he's won against all those people.
Okay, so why do they consider Silent, Hoodie, and Maxi the best? Is it based on the leaderboard? Is it based on time trials? Is it based
on it's not based
tournament?
On the leaderboard.
What is it about what is it about these three players that somehow they became on Disney Speedstorm, Hokage Mountain? Like, what did they do to get?
Because they get the results.
Reputation.
They get the results where it matters.
In what?
In competitive Speedstorm and tournaments that are held by the community.
Tournament?
The tournaments that they've answered.
Okay. Well, okay, so me, I came to this game, I like kart racers. I play a lot of kart racers, Mario Kart, whatever, Speedstorm. And whenever I get on a racing game, my goal is to become number one. So obviously I want to know who's the best player in the game, have something to strive for, to chase after. And I did rank. That was because I didn't know there was a competitive scene. When I first joined this game, there was ranked and there was the leaderboard. So my goal was just to try to do ranked and get as high as possible with whatever character. So my way of doing it was Jasmine. I was free to play. That was one of the first characters I got. I was trying to be the number one Jasmine. I was battling Toxic, Zap, or MVP Toxic, as y'all might know him as. I was battling Zuzu. We were all battling for that number one spot for that character. So that was kind of like my competitive introduction to this game. I didn't even know there were tournaments going on. So at some point, I didn't know who Maxi, Silent, or Hoodie was. I know who Zuzu was. So I kind of saw Zuzu as like maybe the best player. But apparently, time goes by, months go by. I entered a tournament. I think what's it called? With Nano, I think DM'd me about a tournament, and then I joined. I think it was like a Bozzy tournament that he was hosting, and I was just talking to him about who they think the best player in the game is, and they kept saying Maxi, and I'm like, who is Maxi? I've never seen this person. Why y'all keep saying that? And I guess because there was Nalissi, he hosted some Epic Cups. And, there were, some top players that were in the game in early access that were kind of, established in early access who were a part of, and some new players, a few, who were a part of that tournament. There was Maxi, Silent, Hoodie, Nano, OneWinged, Falcon, and many more. Actually, what? I can post some of the results. I don't know if you want to show them, but so I guess there was some good players in there, but I guess Giselle, Smarty, Paulie, and others. But I guess Maxi was winning all of these tournaments. I think it was like solos, and then they had duos, and every time Maxi was winning. And so because of what he did in these cups, the people who competed in these cups view Maxi as the best player in the game. Now, the only issue with that is some of the best players in the game, or all of them, all the best players in the game weren't in that cup. So in order to say Maxi is number one, he has to go against all of the best players. So if he hasn't raced me, if he hasn't raced players like Toxic, Dino, I don't know how people can say he's the best player, because it's untested. I can understand why the people who competed against him can feel that way, but I don't feel that way because I didn't even know who he was. I want to get the 1v1, and then we can really see who's the best. So, I think he's one of the top players, but to say he's number one, I can't agree on that.
Okay, so who do you think is number one? Mr. Khalid Black
Number
Flag.
one?
Yeah, because if you're going by, you know, people that you've raced, and we're going by results, who would you classify as the best?
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think I'm the best racer in this game. Personally, I know what I'm capable of. I've raced all of the top players in this game. I've beaten them multiple times. You know, some of the people that Maxi beat in the tournament, I've beaten. I know if I was in the Epic Cup, I know Maxi wouldn't have scored all of those points because I would have been getting some dubs off of him. So personally, I have confidence in myself, and I don't want to just I'm number one because I'm just number one. No, I want to get it out the mud. I want to prove myself. That's why I started entering tournaments and stuff. But we're doing a lot of team tournament stuff now. We're not doing like solo stuff like they did in the Epic Cup. But personally, I'm confident in my skills. But if I wanted to say a player that might be better than me, I'd say maybe the hardest time I've had, to be honest, is probably Dino. Everybody's talking about Maxi and Silent and Hoodie. Like, I've raced Hoodie and Silent, and I've beaten them on ranked. So it's just like, and I didn't have an issue. But Dino,
on ranked,
I've beaten them in ranked and regulated. You know what I'm saying? I've been on freaking lightweight speedster, so I'm not worried about that. But I will say, the person who gave me a run for my money in ranked and regulated, Dino's one of those people.
So would you consider Dino as the second best player in Speedstorm?
Shit, I guess so. Guess so, but that's what I'm. But then there's also what's his name? There's also Sothralis though, but
and Sothralis, right now he's the time trial king, and even he considers Maxi as the best player.
Yeah, but he might consider Maxi the best player because he lost to him in the Epic Cup.
I mean, I don't think it's just because he lost him in the Epic Cup. It's not about just like losing to somebody. It's about, seeing how they perform, the consistency versus the talent pool they're going against. I feel like that plays a big factor in why so many top players consider Maxi as the number one. Like, I could make a big argument that he has more results shown to be the number one player than you do.
I mean, we're talking
even
about
the World Cup that had a shit ton of top players in it. His team beat our team to win the whole thing.
That's not an individual thing. See, like, there can be a good player
he was
team
voted. People voted, and it was a unanimous decision that he was the best player racing in that World Cup.
Yeah, like people like already glazing. People already glazing because of their experience in the Epic Cup previously, so they already considered him the best. They were already saying,
"No, but you could look at his points throughout his matches in the World Cup, though."
Yeah, when you got a freaking stacked squad, it's easy to get some points, especially when you're on one of the stronger classes. That doesn't really prove anything.
Damn. So you saying he ain't earned his number one spot, man?
I think he earned his reputation within a limited pool of players, but he hasn't earned his strike. It's like
so do you feel like you earned your number one spot in this pool of players? Like, do you feel like people should be saying you're the number one player?
I mean, how many people I gotta beat? I've beaten people in ranked. I've beaten people in tournaments. I've beaten people in private lobbies.
Yeah, but a lot of these players could say that they've beaten you too.
Not consistently, and if they are on a character with a higher level.
So you've beaten everybody. You've beaten all the top players in Speedstorm consistently, but nobody else is beating you consistently. That's what you're telling me?
Yes.
All right, man. Y'all heard it here first, man. Caleb Black Flash.
Consistently? No, I'm not getting beat consistently. My boy.
Welcome to the Crashout.
I mean, me personally, I consider there's a decent amount of people that for me and Caleb, me and you, we've had this conversation actually rather recently, but me personally, there's definitely people that I would put over you in terms of like who I consider would be better than you, but that's just from my perspective and my experience racing. Because, you know, like I said, with you being on my team, I've raced you a million times. So I know when I've raced certain people, they just feel harder for me to race against. And
we be chilling in practice.
Bro, I know you ain't just say that, bro. No, we actually trying for the World Cup, bro.
Man,
come
that
on,
World
man.
Cup. We be in practice. There be two people
you be chilling
practice.
for 5 hours, Caleb.
Exactly, Sammy. What this man talking about? So we be chilling, man. We be going hard in practice.
Hey, there's no way Team Canada can be chilling for 5 hours.
If we was just chilling, man, Sammy would have been saying he wish his team practiced like ours, man.
Because if I go too hard in practice, people quit the team. So I gotta take it easy on you guys. You know what I'm saying? We already had 2 people fucking quit Team USA because I was going too hard on them. So
damn.
Hey, it is.
Yeah, but I don't think that's specifically just a you thing. They were, you know, everybody is good on the team and everybody's, you know, making it difficult for one another. So
maybe a little too difficult for some people.
So Caleb, what you're saying is, you know, you race against some of these people and they crashed out. Welcome to the Crashout.
Yes, sir. It's the name.
He got people out here crashing out. That's all I'm saying. You heard it here, folks.
Yeah. First of all,
people definitely crash out on our team. That's definitely facts, though.
But no, overall,
practice ain't for everybody. Practice ain't for everybody. I'll say that.
Yep, like Allen Iverson said.
Overall, I just think people need to quit glazing. I think Maxi's proved himself in that tournament and the people who were in that tournament, but the people who weren't in that tournament, he didn't prove nothing. It's you can't be number one if you ain't raced everybody. It's kind of like if you're in a tournament of 20 people and you win, does that make you the best player in the world if there's 20,000 players, or would a tournament of 20,000 players be a more accurate representation? I mean, when we do surveys, a more accurate survey or case study involves more people. They don't just do, let's interview 5 people and then get results off of that. Like, no, there has to be a bigger pool for the data to be more accurate. So I feel like for Maxi to accurately be the number 1 player, he would have to go against the new school, the new dogs of Speedstorm who are good at this game, and he hasn't done that in a solo tournament.
So he'd have to go against the Dons of Speedstorm?
He'd have to go against, it'd have to be a solo tournament with players like me, Toxic, Dino, Manji, Soft Rallies that's not on his team. I'm just saying, like, you're not just going to be eating and getting first every race and, you know, getting all these points if you're in a solo tournament with some of the new dogs. And also some of the old dogs, some of the people who competed in that Epic Cup, they weren't as good as they are now because there was a lot of secret techs that people didn't know about back then. And now, you know, the cat's out of the bag. So people just need, it's almost like people act like no matter what anybody does in this game, whatever anybody accomplishes, it will always be overshadowed by Maxi simply because Maxi was in this Epic Cup. And I don't like that. I don't think that's legitimate or fair to the players who haven't raced against him or who didn't participate in that cup.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying, but the thing is that, like, it's not like you're not racing against people who haven't raced against Maxi before.
Yeah, but then don't just judge, like you said, like, oh, I raced against Maxi and it was hard, and I raced against you, and yeah, you beat me, but I don't think it was as hard as when I went against Maxi, so therefore I think Maxi's better. And that's a flawed anecdotal experience. Or
I don't know, man. He was ripping the track in the World Cup, my boy. I'm just saying.
It's funny. I'll call it. I'll say my name. I think it was Crusher. I think he was in the DM. I think he was in the Twitch chat, and I think he said, "Man, Maxi's gonna win every single race. He's gonna get first place every race." And the final happened, and that man did not get first place every race. I think I got first place some races. You know what I'm saying? I think I sabotaged Maxi.
I mean, I don't
get first, so we can't act like
but we
gotta dispel all of that. We gotta dispel all of that.
Yeah, but just because Crusher said that don't mean that everybody thought he was gonna win every single race.
There was a lot of people who
he didn't even win. He didn't even win every single race. The whole time, like there's been matches where he even went before he went against us where he didn't get first place.
Yeah, but then there's been, those matches where they going against a weak team like, what was it? Was it Peru? Or was it UK? Or where he looking like a god getting first every single race. So it's certain people see limited performances and then they think that he's on.
I mean he got first place in damn near a whole bunch of the races when we raced against him.
Yeah, it wasn't that many. We had 16
there was
races.
one point where he almost had the max amount of points you could get.
No, it wasn't in all. He didn't get no max points in our race. There might have been another team, but I don't know how you can get max points when I got first place.
I know me and Nano was talking about that because Hoodie was another one who almost had the most amount of points that week, but Maxi just edged him out. I think he was missing like 1 point to have the max.
And you know what's so crazy, bro? The crazy thing is Hoodie is on a defender and Maxi is on a trickster, bro. No other trickster is like getting the results that Maxi is getting, bro. A lot of people, if we go down the track records of all of the teams, you will notice that the defender is usually the outlier who ends up scoring the most points. But in Maxi's case, it's the trickster. I feel like that goes a long way though.
That was team chemistry, and that was South Riley assisting Maxi, and being a gatekeeper.
That's still a part of the team. That's still a part of the team.
Yeah, but the team though. When we talking about best player, we talking solo though. So.
Well, I mean, I feel you, but I mean, there's just.
But I'll give Maxi the credit benefit of the doubt. Maybe he is the best player in the game, but what we're not gonna do is act like I'm not as good or can't keep up. People like Haz or Falcon, they don't think I'm as good as Maxi because they got beat in the Epic Cup. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't think you're as good as Maxi. I think you're a talented player. I just,
you don't think I'm as good? I guess you can't be as good if you better, but that's
when I think of people that are as good, it means you're standing equally with somebody. I don't think you're standing equally to Maxi, and that's just my personal opinion.
That's crazy. When you're not standing equal to people you beat, see, this is why I gotta.
And Maxi beat us. What do you mean, Maxi?
He beat you. You was on Trickster, baby. You was on Trickster. So that
you're on the team. What are you talking about? And, hold on. I'm glad you brought that up, nigga. I'm glad you just said that. You just said Maxi beat me, right? And I'm on Tricksters, and I'll take that. Mm-hmm. He's the only person I lost to on the Trickster role throughout that whole World Cup. If I was in the race, he's the only person. You lost to Romanja on the Speedster role in the final match.
Getting sabotaged by my own teammates. Y'all trying to hold me back. Y'all didn't want to see me get the dub. Everybody else was below the points. Yeah, y'all. No, I'm just playing Cosmic. No, wait. One win. You stole that damn. What was it? You stole a freaking dub from me on that damn Buzz Lightyear with that damn rocket. But no. It was some friendly fire. And if he gotta get Maxi on this thing so he can get a few more points. I got sabotaged, bro. You can look at the tape. I got sabotaged, bro. Whenever I was on Speedster, every other race.
Crashing out, are you?
So you're not giving Romanja his credit, man?
No, he did, good. He's on a stronger team, so, and I still almost got his ass.
Well, hold on. So basically, what you're telling me is Team USA had the best player in Speedstorm on the team. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
And lost. What was the score, Nano?
Man, we lost for like almost 100.
Bro, y'all kept banning all the characters. I literally took the weakest class because at this time in the World Cup, Species was the weakest class. And you know what? I'm like, since I'm skilled, I'm gonna get on the weakest class.
No, I actually think at this point, I still think Brawlers were the weaker class. At the finals, by the time we got to the finals, I still think Brawlers were the weakest class.
It was Species.
No,
Cruella was banned. Jasmine was banned. What's it called? They was banning all kinds of speedsters. So I was literally only left with like a handful of speedsters, and most of the speedsters are lightweight. So, for me,
in my personal opinion, I still think the Brawlers were the weakest class, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, and I will say in that final, on speedsters on a weak class, I what's it called? I scored more than the Brawler and the Trickster. So. When people say, "Man, Caleb, you ain't as good," I was doing something.
But Ferrari's a great brawler, and he scored the least on his team. Romanja scored more than him, and Romanja scored more than you.
Like what? 2 points after a sabotage? Like I'm just saying.
Was it by 2 points?
Yeah, it wasn't by much, bro. So I don't get
Was it by 2
sabotaged by my
points?
team. Yeah.
It was by 2 points.
How many points was it? You can prove me wrong.
No, I'm asking you. Was it by 2 points?
We were literally going into the last race, and it's like, okay, you're only down 2 points. So.
Hey man, yeah, Romanja was just lit, man.
But no, Romanja's good, just but lit. He ain't better than me though. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't prove it.
Prove it. I mean, this whole tournament, man. Every single time I was on the speedster, I was getting more until the final. And
Romanja scored more than every other speedster he went against.
So you saying his team isn't strong, and he didn't get?
No, obviously his team is strong, but our team is strong too. You're the best player in the game. What you mean? From what you said,
we got Crashout. We got the best Crashout in the game too, man.
Yo. After said, I want to know who's saying Caleb ain't that good. Oh,
thank you, Absent. Back me up, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Absent, though.
Listen, I mean, Absent. I mean, I'm here. I'm saying he's not as good as Maxi. Like, you're literally here. You heard me say it. I think he's not as good as Maxi, and I think there's a whole bunch of other people who think that too.
It'd be your own teammates. Hey, people can think whatever they want to think. They can be wrong. That's fine.
I'll give Caleb some credit because sometimes you'll race somebody or you'll play against somebody in a game and you can match up better with someone else as opposed to, like, for instance, we're going to use this example. Like Nano said, he raced both Caleb and Maxi. When he raced Maxi, he feels like it's a harder matchup for him than it is Caleb. But who's to say that's not just to the matchup, right?
I mean, it's not even just a Maxi though. There's other people that I think feel harder to race than Caleb. That's my whole point.
That's fine. Hey, I'm just gonna have to start dusting Nano, guys. I'm just gonna have to start dusting him a little bit harder.
Hey,
a little bit harder than I've been doing,
man. You gonna have to start, man.
I'm one nice guy.
I just got to take out the kitty gloves. Can't hold back no more, Caleb.
Yeah, I'll be taking my foot off the gas pedal. I'll be like, let me.
Apparently, Caleb be taking his. He be going soft in practice, even though we all be trying. So I don't know.
Maybe that's why we win the World Cup.
We be playing for points. He been sandbagging this whole time, from what he's saying.
No, it's funny. Not only be sandbagging, it's funny because when we be competing for what's it called, we would compete for different spots on our team. We would compete for brawler, speedster, trickster, defender, and we would be competing, bro. I'd be like number one on top of the charts, you know what I'm saying? So It's just funny when people.
You're the only one who's number one on top of the charts. That's what you're telling me.
We tied sometimes. Because we tied every now and then.
It's so crazy, bro. You always saying how you the number one and stuff, and how you be on the top of the charts. I'm pretty sure I've gotten number one plenty of times when we've been practicing.
Okay. Hey,
and you know what's so crazy? I actually checked some of the rankings in our chat just to see, and I ain't gonna lie, I saw my name up there in the top spots a couple of a decent amount. That's all I'm gonna say. But I ain't saying nothing.
You the one who be doubting yourself, man. You got better at the game, so you a better version of yourself than the one that was in that Epic Cup. So shout out to you.
I'm not doubting myself. I just feel like Maxi is the best player. I've never doubted myself, not one time.
If the audience can't tell by now, Team USA is crashing out.
Long story short,
it's not crashing out, man. We've already had people on the team crash out, man.
The remaining members are crashing out, y'all.
Long story short, Maxi beat Nano, and since Maxi beat Nano, Nano's like, well, shoot, Caleb not better than me, so if I can't be Maxi, then Caleb can't be Maxi.
No, even if you eliminate me, it's not because Maxi beat me. I've seen Maxi beat everybody he's gonna
except me, boy, except me, baby, except me.
You went against him in the World Cup, and we got destroyed.
And I got my personal victory. I got my personal victory. I'll take it. You're on. So we lost. I won the battle, but we lost the war. So,
dude, me and Angel also got wins on Maxi in that finals match. That don't mean we're better than him.
That's crazy. Oh, hold on. I posted some of the scores. Let me see. Group C, Maxi, 24 points, Silent, 23, Paulie, 14, Falcon, 18. Like, bruh. If y'all acting like I couldn't have gotten more points than Maxi, y'all tripping, because I've beaten all of these people. I can compare myself to...
Oh, shit, son. What do you thought this was? Damn.
Yeah, we gonna... we gonna show it. We gonna show it.
Show it.
Yeah, go ahead. Go to Crash Out DM. I posted the picture. Where the pictures at?
I mean, I showed these earlier, but I'll show them again.
No, you showed them. Okay.
Yeah, these. Yeah, I showed it. Look at these. Let's look at these.
Yeah, click the first lead. Zoom in.
I can't
see you so we can see it. Okay. Where's the big one? Where's the big one? Yeah, move to the next one. Move to the next picture. Yeah. These are results. The almighty results. Okay, let's see. Silent, 23 points. Maxi, 24 points. Yeah, that one. Maxi, 37. Let me see. There's Duff, Cedric, Mad Max, Zuzu, Rael, Hoodie, Silent. Come on, man. If I was in that final group, I would have got like 40 points, baby. Let's see.
Man, you crazy, man. This
Go back to the last
group
picture.
got some. This group got some strong ass racers, bro.
One Wing Falcon, Cedric, OneWingedAngel, Nano, Crusher. Y'all act, bro. Come on. I'll already be scoring more points. That's crazy. Look at that, Maxi, 25. KH fan, 16. You saying I can't score points against these people?
I'm not saying you can't score points. I just feel like Maxi will end up getting the W on you.
Hell no, bro. I would have dominated in that cup. I would have dominated. I'm looking at the way y'all hyped him up. He's just like this unbeatable god that got 100 points, 100 point race. And
no,
I'm looking and
no. You're not even looking at it from the right perspective. There are multiple good racers in the race. You're like they're gonna get some points away from him, but he's ending with the W consistently. That's the point.
That's because I wasn't in it.
He's ending up on top.
That's because I wasn't in it. Let's be honest. If me, Dino, and Toxic were in that same cup with Maxi, are you saying he would score as many points? Yes or no?
I think he would win. That's my personal opinion. I feel like he would still end up winning.
Ooh, that's crazy. But okay, I respect your opinion. I agree to disagree.
So I got a question because I'm newer to the game than y'all. I guess. I mean, I came season 4, but has Zuzu not raced against Maxi?
Yeah,
Zuzu has raced against Maxi and lost.
Oh, and I beat Zuzu. You know how many times I beat Zuzu on that damn Jasmine 1v1 grind?
How many times? And how many times did Zuzu beat you?
Not it was like 100 to 10. You know what I mean? Like I'm beating him like 9 times out of 10, baby. This dude he literally had to get on when I wasn't on to try to rack up some points. Like I remember that shit. Man, I had him and Toxic heated. Like Toxic was over there sending me DMs talking about he trying to get that #1 spot. I said, nah, that's mine. Like, bro, that shit was we was battling for that damn shit, bro, and I was getting the better of both of them. So it's
I don't know, man, cause it's funny, cause I know that was like back then. But remember when Pro was a nightmare for you on the Jesse when you was using aerial, bro?
No,
remember that?
Here's the thing. Hey,
remember that?
Pro, no, I was using Jasmine wrong. I was using Jasmine. So what happened was I got the 4 relics, and then I'll get her unique again, and I'll just hold on to it for the whole race. So I wasn't even using her
mixing up the names too, calling Ariel Jasmine, man. Come on, bro.
I mean Ariel. Once I figured out, you keep doing the bubbles and getting cloak and getting food. Then we started rolling. Then the ball started rolling. Let's not act like this wasn't when Jessie was OP, where all of her blocks were just freaking stunning you for 5 seconds and stuff.
Bro, Ariel got cloak out the ass. What you mean?
Vulnerability.
You got one of the best characters to counter.
Hey, shout out the Pro Gamer. He caught me slipping, but everybody gets caught slipping here and there.
Hey, definitely shout out to Pro. That's one of my best homies in real life. Yo, he's a man. He don't be as active as he used to be, but he don't be seeping on Pro, man. He
I never said I was invincible. I never said I was invincible. Even the best can lose sometimes.
So
yeah.
Falcon got a clip for you.
Oh, he got a clip.
Hold
on, who get? Let me see.
You ready? There it is.
What happened?
Uh-oh.
Damn. That one?
Hey, I was trying to shoot Toxic because he was on Jasmine in first. You can look at the mini map talking about where's he at? He's on the map. So, I just, got a little bit behind.
Nah, hold on. Let's see the clip again, because I thought, remind me, was that apparently that wasn't Toxic you was shooting at. That was Falcon you was trying to shoot at.
Was it Falcon? Ooh, another one I gotta get.
And Falcon told me he was on both people and he had his unique active, so you wasn't doing nothing regardless.
Oh.
Hey, okay. I didn't shoot him. Well, hey, go to the World Cup final and go to Great Wall. Go to Great Wall 5 and look at me using Stitch, baby, beating y'all best player in the game, baby, with that same Stitch. So y'all can talk about my bullets if you want to. Sometimes
Also, Toxic was responding to you when you were talking about how he DM'd you and all that, and he was like, "That's when I was trash. What about now?"
Oh, about now? Hey,
shit!
Welcome to the Crashout. Hey, you know what was funny? Funny? Me and Toxic, we were in. This is regulated, right? This is like level 30 regulated mode. I caught Toxic on the lobby one time, just randomly. He was on Jasmine, and I was on Cruella, and I got his ass. So this was when he was good, not when he was bad at the game or trash. So I'm getting his ass with freaking Cruella DeVille, baby. I got the screenshot.
Dino said you have friendly fire on. That's crazy, man.
Shoot.
Yeah, I was looking at that shit. I'm like, damn, he don't lead the team. He gonna make Nano turn to Ghost Flash.
No. Man, no, you ain't right.
Damn, Absent said, "Man, crash shots."
Hey, that wasn't my fault. That was game loss. That was game loss fault.
Ooh,
You can't blame me for
says I got screenshots.
You can't blame me for everybody quitting the team.
That's
you know,
Toxic that he got screenshots. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, I definitely don't think Ghost Fan don't leave it was your fault.
You want to see? This is what Toxic saying.
Hey,
Screenshots.
Oh, I got screenshots too, baby. Let's bring them out. Bring them out.
Yo, Absent, you missed a lot, homie. You missed a lot of funny shit, bro.
Toxic said he's bringing out the shots. Toxic said supposedly best Jasmine, quote unquote.
Let me find out. Toxic got 5 terabytes of screenshots in this freaking hard drive. Let me find out, man.
This is
sounds like a rivalry going on.
I got some screenshots too. What's up?
The Speedstorm lore right here. The battle against Caleb and Toxic.
Yeah. Hey, while y'all playing, I might be on Jasmine right now. So, what happened?
Yeah, the vibe will be up at that. Oh, man, Falcon said he got one more. Oh, Falcon got one more.
Damn.
No. Hey, let's see if he got one more. What's on this upcoming match this week when we go against the Dons? Let's see if he got how many clips he gonna have.
Oh, that's gonna be a lit match, man. I'm excited, man.
Falcon pulled out.
I'm gonna be there for that one.
Showdown.
I'm gonna be there too.
First of all, we were doing rounds. Falcon is all in the chat talking about, man, score the points. I said, what we're doing 5 races. That's going to be round 1. I won that. I was eating. Round 2 came Toxic. He won that one. He was eating. So it was tied up on the rounds. So we were like, okay, let's do a tiebreaker. Let's do it on the Nightmare Before Christmas tracks. So we did the Nightmare Before Christmas tracks, 6 races, and me and Toxic tied. So that's a tie. We need a tiebreaker. Me and Toxic got to get that 1v1, but Falcon's like, no, man, you got to score up all the points, man. You got to do blah, 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 blah. So, I'm like, fine, let me score up the points and see what happened. And it was, 109 to 106. And that was because, he had a good round too. But, I wasn't going off of no points or no point rules. I was going off of rounds. So, going off of the rules I set for the Jasmine Showdown, we need the 1v1.
Wait, so you telling me people was going different rules with each other? How that work?
Entering. People, we were round 1. People was in the race, and the random people was joining in round 2 and whatever. It's harder. Yeah. Like if you could do, it's harder to get points the more people there is in a lobby. So people was joining, as the Jasmine stuff was going down. So all of a sudden Falcon show up, and he's stunning your boy.
Oh, Falcon.
Yeah, but it gotta be consistent though. It gotta be consistent amount of people, because that was the same thing we had when we were competing for spots for Team USA for different roles. Like we would have like 8 players, starting off, and then all of a sudden we have 2 people quit the team. Now we got 6, and then we got another person leaving. Now we got 5. So the points are inconsistent. But yeah, Toxic did want the 1v1, but we went flow and added some more people in, but I'm still down for the 1v1. I think it'd be a good tiebreaker. I think we can do 16 races. We can make it like, this could be like for the crown, I don't mind. Like,
I'm happy
if you beat me Toxic, I will stop talking. I'll be like, hey, let's give Toxic his praise. You got me. You're number 1. Like, we can get the 1v1. I'm all for it.
Hold on. I mean, we did do the World Cup. I know Toxic was nominated MVP, and he won that. So, Caleb, what award did you get nominated for?
I got nominated for best player in the game. I was runner-up. Yes, thank you very much.
Hold on, who ended up winning that though?
Yeah, I think it was me, Nalissi, and somebody else who were nominated for best player in the game. But then the people, they voted Maxi. But I mean, it's easy to vote. You just spent your team for that person.
Yo, this dude Maxi probably on the island sipping on mimosas, not even thinking about Caleb.
Nah, what you not gonna do is act like. What you're not gonna do is act like I'm Vegeta and Maxi is Goku. That's not what you're gonna do right here.
I mean, I didn't say that. I did not say that.
Damn, like
Dino.
This man Caleb be training for no reason because Maxi still one's up him is crazy. Hey,
Nah,
that's crazy.
Yo, man, I'm in tears.
I know my truth. I know my truth.
Yo, man, I promise you, fucking Caleb gonna be sleeping and having nightmares of Maxi.
He gonna drop 86 on y'all. He gonna drop 86 on no. That's crazy, bro. Like Toxic, I'm gonna do you dirty this week, bro. Just know that, like, bro. I'm gonna be every class. I'm gonna be a speedster, a defender, a brawler, and a. Hey, watch what happened this weekend. Okay.
Oh shit, Caleb. Welcome to the crash out.
Yes, sir. Nigga, I'm
Welcome to the crash out.
I'm gonna be on Jasmine, Anna, Ariel, and fucking Ralph. I'm gonna be on everybody, baby. What's up?
Oh my gosh. Caleb, you a trip, man. You know that. But you know, I fuck with you, man. That's why I fuck with you.
Yeah, you cool people. You cool people.
It's crazy.
You be getting on my nerves sometimes because you be trying to, talk about I'm number 50 on your damn list, but that ain't true.
I ain't say that. I don't know where you got that from. I actually have you pretty high, might I add.
I'm being facetious. I'm being facetious.
I think very highly of my teammates, especially that I've experienced racing you guys a ton, so I feel like I have a lot to go off of.
Hey,
Max,
man,
come back to the game. Hey, no. Just get ready.
Toxic saying Dino got a carry.
Dino, first of all, I seen you in rank earlier, an hour before we did our race against the Storm Capital Letters. Me and Dino had a 1v1. I was on Jasmine, he was on Prince Eric, and I was in there. I was about to win that damn race. I was ahead, and I got sabotaged. You know how Eric go, the boat, but. DJs.
Hey, Dino one of those killers, man. Dino's one of those killers.
Yeah, Bort. I don't know who Bort is. He do got a good Eric. It was a battle. It was a crazy ass battle. I'm not gonna lie.
I've never heard of Bort in my life.
No, Dino.
See, is Bort another Maxi?
No, Bort is not another Maxi.
Y'all gonna be mad when people start saying Bort.
I've raced against Bort. That is not nowhere in the realm of Maxi.
I will say, if someone's going to be in the realm of Maxi, it might be the 12-year-old protege, Cam's Turbo.
Yo, Dino.
Cam's Turbo.
Yo, Caleb.
Dino. Let's not act like, hey.
Dino said, how you complaining with Roger? Hey,
bro, how you complaining with Eric Ship? Come on, we all know Eric Ship is crazier than Roger. Eric Ship go 1,000 miles an hour. But no. Real talk. Roger got freaking euthanized. I mean, he got spayed and neutered because like after that nerf, like he does not be giving protection like he used to. That thing he be running away from Jasmine and stuff.
Good, she don't need that shit. Boost, I don't know.
That boost don't be lasting.
I don't know who the hell said in the office at Game Off and was like, you know what we should do? We should give a super fast speedster. We should give her a Roger that gives her infinite boosts, and on top of that, we should give her invulnerability whenever she uses it. Like, come on, bro. That shit is fucking stupid.
The same way they was glazing on Hans, bro.
Meanwhile, people ride around with Barbosa, Jack Skellington, Hans, and
those characters are stupid too. Like that shit.
Well,
all those characters are fucking stupid.
Y'all want to hate on a ninja for using Jasmine? That's crazy. When she ain't got no protect, what she got a shield? Y'all be having characters with cloak. Y'all be having characters with all kinds of consistent invulnerability and stuff. So
yeah, but when you have all of that stuff and you're fast, that's like OD.
Oh, me and Toxic are on Jasmine right now. This is live, baby. Oh shit. I got it right now. I wish I could put it up. Hold on. Let me get this. I'm gonna take a screenshot and I'm gonna send it in a DM. Angel, you better post the freaking screenshot on stream right now.
Oh, it's damn.
Oh my
The
gosh.
chat wants to see this, and we can't even see it. That's
crazy.
I'll record it and put the video in the freaking thing, the Discord. Toxic, where you at, baby?
Oh
shit.
Uh-oh.
Why am I in first?
Oh. This is crazy.
Oh, I can't wait to score this.
Oh, he got you, Toxic? You know, he got the one up?
This is not good.
I'm gonna look at his profile. He gonna have freaking his epic crew member, 5 level stars maxed out. Okay, come on, Caleb. Oh, Lord help me. Help me, Jesus. Woo!
Live on stream, guys. Live on stream.
The 1v1 is actually happening.
I just whooped his ass live on stream.
Damn, Toxic, he got the one up on you.
That's crazy.
Let me hold on. Let me send the screenshot. Hold on.
That clip.
Let me clip it.
Right now.
Toxic, what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? Exposed. Number 1 Jasmine, baby.
Man.
Caleb said he not gonna be the only one exposed here, man.
Hey.
Welcome to the crash out.
Yes, sir. 1080p, baby. 1080p. I don't know why you did that to yourself, Toxic. I don't know why you did
he
that.
laying down in his bed, man. He chilling, man.
I'm in a recliner with my freaking legs up. What are you talking about? Oh, big relax.
Right, yeah. This man Caleb was right on the screen, like hyper locked.
That man busted a nut. He's like, ah.
Nah, I was distracted because I was talking.
Yo, it's about to take me out.
Yo, yeah, I posted the screenshot. The video is coming soon. Hold on, it's loading. Yeah, show that screenshot. Show that screenshot.
Screenshot. Oh,
damn, crazy. This happening in real time so quick. It's
real time, baby.
That's crazy.
Hey man, Game Law, set that up.
Yeah, Game Law, thank you. And y'all be talking about Caleb. You really be beating these people on the regular? Yes. You see it here live, folks.
Don't worry, man. Y'all gonna get that 1v1, man.
Yeah, let's see what happens this week, baby. 16 races. 1 out of
10, though.
100 out of 10, baby. Hey, I'm just saying. This week though, I was watching what's his name. I was watching Wolfgang's stream, and I seen the results. Man, you was getting last place with Jasmine. I was getting first for my team. I don't know what happened.
Man, you said Toxic got last place on Jasmine.
Okay, let me not lie on his name. 7th place. My bad. Okay. What was that? What was the track?
Crazy.
You sniping everything, bro.
That was what was it? Hold on, where's Wolfgang? Let me go to that video.
This man over here analyzing everything so he can put it in his notes so he can go ahead and be like, craps out. Look at
it. Look at Falcon in the face. He said, that was my bad, man. I hit him with a tap. So how are you going to post a video of me hit my teammate with Stitch and you over here sabotaging Toxic? That's wild.
Damn.
It'd be your own teammate, don't it? It'd be your own teammate.
That's wild, bro. Woo. But I don't even think who did get that video of you on the Stitch? Was that Kazuki or
that was on my stream?
No, but I'm saying who got it? Cause I don't think it was Falcon that posted that.
I don't know why he didn't show the video of let me not throw my teammates under the bus. I'm like, hey, my teammates hit me too. Come on, hey Caleb, man, Dino was ahead of you with Sully. Hey, Sully, I got hit with that red shield. Let's not act like I wasn't getting hit with bombs. But I'll just friendly fire it happened until they had team modes.
Oh, I know my fair share of friendly fire.
That's wild, man.
Speaking of friendly fire, this might be a hot take. I was kind of thinking about it when we did that interview, and Sothralis kind of said this, and I was thinking about it. I kind of agree, man. So I know a lot of people, you know, they kind of would like Game Loft to implement a team mode in private lobbies, so you don't have to worry about attacking your teammates. But I'm not gonna lie, actually feel like that's actually more skillful if you really think about it. Like having to play around your team and strategize and execute and not work like, you know, paying for attacking your teammates and stuff. I actually think that's a higher skill way. It requires more skill to play that way than to, everybody just not be able to hit their teammates and stuff.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Like Call of Duty teams or Halo with friendly fire.
Hey. Let's not just act like Soft Rallis was the only one that said that.
Oh, who said that first?
It?
I also said that myself.
Yeah, Sammy be like, "Yo, man, I'm the one."
In the same interview? I mean, did I say that at the same time? Or did you say it like way before he said it?
We said it around the same time.
Oh, all right. So
the same way that me and him both said that the Trickster class was the best in the game.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't think the Trickster's class. You can keep that.
Man, the Trickster class is the only class where you only got to drift 2 times to get a full boost bar. Meanwhile, everybody else got to drift 3 times. And defenders,
and
when they in first, they fall off. Yeah, they fall off when they in first.
So, but defenders could always hang around first. Like it's not like you gonna leave defenders, and defenders be protected most of the time.
A lot of Tricksters have invulnerability or what's it called, boost management. They're definitely better front runners. 100% Tricksters are better front runners.
I agree. I think Tricksters are better front runners, but I think
that's what.
If you have 100 races, I guarantee you, defender is gonna end up having more wins than Tricksters.
All I know is that speedsters are coming up, man.
Speedsters, hey, y'all see Dino go crazy on the speedsters? I had to steal Jasmine away for 2 races, but Dino scored the most points in our race, and I scored the most points on speedster last week, and the OneWingedAngel scored the most points on speedsters in the week before. Like speedsters,
speedsters ain't weak no more.
No more, but they was
good speedsters. That's what I'm saying.
I won't make no excuses now.
They not weak no more.
Woody though,
speedsters can compete, y'all. Speedsters can compete.
We good.
I don't know about Woody though. Woody is hit or miss though. Woody's hit or miss.
Woody is unreliable, bro. He's inconsistent.
That's true. Woody, I think for Woody's case, he's as good as the user. The user not good, then Woody's trash. But if the user knows the ins and outs, then Woody could be godlike to a degree.
Possibly, man. Possibly.
Yeah, if you know how to use his fucking lasso, you can definitely pull some shit.
Yep.
Yeah, you definitely can, man.
Was it? I think it was this conversation I was having with Nano. Was it
about Woody
earlier? Yeah, and we said we need more characters like Woody and Gaston that take more skill.
Yep.
Yeah, Woody does take more skill. Maybe that's why people think he's not as good, because maybe they're not as skilled to use him. So, Sonic, you saying you the most? Is Sonic the best player in the game? Hold on, he be going crazy with that Woody. Hold on, is that what
but Woody requires too much like maintenance and to get the same results that other speedsters get by closing their eyes. Like it's just not worth it.
Like Jasmine.
Yes, like Jasmine.
That's crazy.
Hold on. Do you think Rapunzel's gonna have a Woody like a unique?
Oh, that would be crazy.
I mean,
I could see her using her hair.
If it's, I can, but it has to be different from Woody's, because at that point it's basically the same thing.
I feel like, I don't know. I just have a feeling that they're gonna do some Woody shit with her hair, where she'll swing her hair,
or she'll pull back whoever's in front of her, like she'll sling them backwards.
Then she'll get a boost off of it.
Yeah.
No, knowing game lock, you know what they're gonna do with Rapunzel. Rapunzel's gonna be a mid-season racer, and her unique ability is gonna be a circle slowdown. It's gonna be aura. It's gonna be her hair extending out 360, slowing you down if you get into it. You know how game law. They're very
original. You're not gonna get voice lines.
Man, they tripping. That'd be crazy. She better. With her being a mid-season, she has to. Don't all the mid-seasons have voice lines?
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? You guys say a circle thing, but I can see it because they could use her singing as, you know, one of those abilities to have a circle around it.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell is wrong with Game Loft and with their obsession with this circle of slow thing they got going on. But they need to change that shit up because that shit is not. It's ass to race against. Like, I don't know. Like it feels so unrewarding to get. Like, whenever I use slowdown characters, it feels kind of unrewarding to like.
It's like
somebody just slowed them down.
It's the slowdown to the slowdown because
these motherfuckers be getting boosts off of it and shit. Like what?
So let's count all the slowdown. There's Celia May with the aura. There's Sadness with the aura. There's Kermit with the aura. There's Angel. There's Barbosa with the aura. That's like 6 characters. So what happens when they all get in one race and they all who gets slowed down?
Shit, but it's like turn the game off, man. Your friend are over, bro.
Disney
instead of slowdown characters, they're gonna start giving us characters with AOE attacks. As soon as you get in their circle, they start attacking you.
That's fucking anger. Anger has that shit.
That's anger. That's Eve. Hades.
No, Eve.
That Eve shit is annoying, bro. That shit is annoying. Like,
oh, I love that shit. When somebody trying to jump right in front of you and you have that shot lined up.
That shit is like that shit, that like little red shit that Eve put on the ground. That shit's like a microwave, bro. Like an air fryer. And like if you're not using a fast character and she could keep up with you, like that shit is annoying.
I heard Sally's gonna be annoying too.
Yeah, she has the aura with that slows you down if you get into her range or something like that. No, not slows you down, it freezes you, which is basically a slowdown. But first of all,
I mean the slowdown is cool, you know, because it slows you down. But I feel like the freezing circle would be kind of glitchy because when you get frozen, you lose all control of your car. When you slow down, you can still control it and, you know, turn. If you're driving fast as hell and you get frozen and literally you have to turn in order to not fall off the map, you're falling off the map because you can't do that turn.
Imagine that on Arbee shortcut.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, that might be worse. What the hell? Speaking of, real quick.
Gosh. Yeah, Sally's gonna be annoying as fuck, bro.
Oh yeah.
Sally got the biggest AoE in the game. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Does it act like Ursula's on? Because that shit look the same to me.
Another character with it's not a slowdown, but it's a speed up.
See, Ursula's should have been a slowdown too. I don't know.
It's almost like they knew. It's almost like they knew they were giving too many characters a slowdown, so they're like, you know what, fuck it.
Let's switch hers up.
Yeah, let's make the character speed up when they get into aura and lose control. Like, damn.
Yeah, but that's kind of janky to me. Like,
but then they gave her a
slowdown.
But then they gave her a slowdown eel, so it kind of cancels out, I guess.
I actually like. I feel like Ursula's shit feels better. It feels less worse to get hit by than slowdowns. That's just
sometimes it helps you.
Yep, got to use it to your advantage.
I think her aura should have been like a freeze too, to be honest.
A freeze?
I do like they're using the freeze element a little bit more. I do like that. I don't mind.
I like it too. Imagine getting a freeze item though. That would be crazy.
Frozone.
Annoying, bro.
Maybe.
No,
Speaking of Frozone, what do y'all think is gonna be the season? What do you? Yeah, because they don't give black characters voice lines in this game apparently. Shout out to Tia Dom, the only Pirates of the Caribbean character with no voice.
First in her name, rest in peace.
They said black people, you either gonna be a crew member or you're gonna be a racer with no voice. Pick one. I'm like, dang. I'm like, they got Bo Sung. They got who else? They got a whole bunch of black freaking epic crew members. I'm like, damn, where are the racers? Nah, but we finally got one, Tia. We finally got one, but they made her slow, unfortunately. They better not do Frozone dirty. They better get Samuel L. Jackson on the voice line. He better be a freaking middleweight.
You know, Samuel Jackson gonna cost too much bread, man. They gonna have to AI his voice.
He better be saying motherfucker after every race. That's what I want to see with Frozone.
That's my super suit.
Yep. Yep.
Come on, you can't have Frozone without
that. Imagine going through his like outfits, and every single time you switch to the next outfit, he has a voice line like, "There's my super suit," and he put that on.
That'd be fire, man. That'd be fire.
Come on. And look at Fortnite.
Super suit's gonna be the epic one, and you gotta pay for that one.
Fortnite gave Frozone some respect. I don't know if y'all play Fortnite, but it was Mr. Incredible, Mrs. Incredible, and Frozone were some skins that they just released like a couple weeks ago. So that's a good sign. Frozone, you might not be a mid-season racer.
But Fortnite, they got budget out the wazoo, bro. They skins
that's true
are amazing, bro.
Yeah, they are.
Like if you're somebody in this world, you got a skin in Fortnite, bro. That's how you know you made it. When you got a skin in Fortnite, like man.
When it comes to Disney though, I use Fortnite as a way to kind of like gauge who we're gonna get as like a mid-season next, because I think Fortnite came out with
Did they add Captain Hook too? They added Captain Hook,
Cruella, Maleficent, and Captain Hook. So Captain Hook most likely will be the next mid-season racer.
We need Peter Pan, Tarzan, Atlantis, and Treasure Planet.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be cool. What do y'all think is gonna be the next season after Nightmare Before Christmas? Do you think it's gonna be Incredibles? I think it's gonna be Moana because the new movie's coming out.
Yes, I think it's gonna be Moana too.
Me and 100%. Angel had this conversation, I think, earlier this month, saying it's gonna be Moana. We went through a list of Disney movies that came out like each season of the year, and it was like, okay, it could be these movies, but then ultimately we're like, you know what? With the current trend of movies that came out recently, we think it's Moana.
Yep, I agree.
One of them, man. I feel like the thing with Inside Out 2, that's gonna align with the release of the new movie, and that's how they implemented the new characters too. Like, you know,
same thing with Wreck-It Ralph.
Exactly. Like maybe Moana 2 has 2 new characters other than Moana Maui. That you know, a bad guy finally, you know, that could actually be put in the race as a racer.
Yeah, I think the villain in Moana 2 might be like a female villain. I don't know if anybody's seen the trailer for Moana 2, but it did come out. So that might be a hint of who our next racer is going to be. Just kind of how they added Anxiety as a new racer for Inside Out 2. Yeah, there will definitely be, an Ennui. There'll definitely be a Moana character.
Damn, so Sonic. So Sonic says that so far, Bug's Life, Incredibles, Tron, Snow White, and Coco are still in the game files. I think Tron would be fire. Like, can you imagine Tron map? Crazy. A Tron map would be heat.
And if you get stunned, you get de-rezzed.
Yeah, your car would blow up like.
Yep.
You would get.
Or you fall off the map, your car gets de-rezzed in front of you. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
If we get Tron,
digitized.
If y'all thought Elizabeth Swann
trail, the Tron disc.
if y'all thought Elizabeth Swann trail was annoying, just wait till they come out with a Tron season.
Yo, bro, bro, they.
The thing is, you hit that Tron trail, you're dead.
I think if they have a Tron season, I think they should make his car a motorcycle, bro. Like I don't feel like they need to have a straight up cart for him.
I mean, technically, in the Tron movies, there were tanks and there were cars, but like,
but we know what he drives.
Bikes.
Okay, so y'all want this game to take the Mario Kart Wii route, where
man, add some spice to the game.
Because then that would that pave the way for cars to come into the game.
Well, this is okay. So I'm not saying add bikes as in everybody could use a bike. I'm saying if a character like Tron, if they have like some sort of vehicular transportation in their lore movie, and it's a motorcycle or a bike or something, it should be a motorcycle or a bike.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, Sonic Anarchy just sent me a screenshot of Jack Skellington in Fortnite. So see, hey, Fortnite got the sauce.
Hey man,
So
that's true.
And
that's true.
Pirates of the Caribbean when the pirate season came out.
You right. Damn, Captain Hook on the way. It seems. Listen, when the roadmap's gonna have Moana, Incredibles, and it's gonna have Peter Pan.
Sonic, you trying to tell us you work for Gameloft? What's going on here?
If not, if you do, you got a lot of explaining to do. Why you nerf your own character?
You guys are talking about Tron,
That's
right?
wild, bro.
And like, they don't really even need to like do anything different for like Tron. Like, they can literally design it as like a cart, but have it look like the Tron cycle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I feel like a motorcycle will be different and it'll be more lit. It's so unique. That alone will have people want to use Tron.
I think not even just that. Like, I'm thinking even further than what Nano's thinking. Like, so what we were saying the other day, Angel, is like, we want to see all these older players come back into the game. Imagine they switch it up and say, oh no, for the Tron collection, they're driving light cycles. Normally old vets or veterans or whatever might come back to the game just to try out these characters.
You know, everybody that said they retired from the game always comes back. So it just got to be a season they like. I know 100% incredible season happens, man. Chiku, he might come back. Like Maxi coming back, everybody and their mama coming back once Incredibles come. So like you said, it's probably be another one.
I mean, if Gameloft really fixes the problems that everybody's complaining about or just voicing their concerns about, Gameloft just does a fucking 360 and literally, does everything that everybody's asking for. I almost guarantee you 90% of this player base will come back. If not,
the problem is they making so much money, so they like bump that.
The problem is they think get money first.
I think Mr. Optimism sent some screenshots out that game. Disney Speedstorm is the 5th highest grossing game on
for Gameloft.
For Gameloft, so they still making money with they practices.
I think the only way Gameloft can make a comeback at this point is if they revert what they did in season 7 and allow us to use tokens.
Yeah,
I think so too.
What they don't realize is eventually, because as a free-to-play player, I was kind of like counting it out. Like eventually, I was going to run out of tokens, and I eventually would have to spend money on tokens. So it's not unlimited. So they still would have made money. So I don't know why they decided to.
They not thinking like that, man. The free-to-play players were, in a better position and stuff, and
they were grinding. They were in the game. They were playing. They were engaged. Now that you got to pay for everything, well, I don't have to be in the game and grind out ranked anymore. Even though ranked was hard to grind out before because it was depressing. You lose a race, all that work you did for 5 races is now gone in just one.
Yep.
So it's like, because of that, they made it easy for their casual user base to be like, all right, let me just pay for the tokens or pay for whatever, and then I'll play when I feel like it.
The token thing and all that, like, the way I look at it is like they were trying to block the players that was grinding rank to grind these tokens to pay for the passes, right? Like,
that's what I was doing.
Like, logically, like, just think about this. Once they get everybody to that level, they're not gonna have enough racers anymore. Once they get to that point, they don't have enough racers to grind to get free season passes anymore. So at the end of the day, they're gonna buy tokens to buy the passes.
Exactly.
So, like, you taking it away just soured a lot of people at the end of the day, and you can literally like make people happy, and you still eventually gonna make money because 9 times out of 10 people are gonna run out of tokens because they're damn near you seeing everybody at this point.
Yeah, it's
but
crazy
not even
that
just
that though.
Because, go ahead, Nano.
It's crazy. The fact that, remember when they did that bullshit ass change where they like starting from like the Little Mermaid characters onwards, they lessened the amount of tokens that you got. They literally did that to combat, to make it harder to grind for the Golden Pass, and then they just made it to where you couldn't
You do it at all.
Buy
So
use tokens at all. So like I be thinking I'm like, well, revert the tokens back to the way they were for the characters.
Yeah,
like
exactly. Give us our tokens since we can't get the golden pass with it no more. Like it was like every season they were just trying to find a way to stop us from grinding the golden pass. Like it's like
like you want us to play your game, right? Like come on.
Oh, you grinding for the golden pass? Oh, you grinding for a season box? Like nah, you can't do none of that.
See, they were looking at it as like they were losing out on money, but I could argue that the more people that you have, that would make more people engaged to play your game, and then being on the game longer will entice them to spend more money. So
shoot, I don't have any more tokens I can collect. All right, you know what? Let me spend $5 on these tokens packs.
Yep.
Boom. Now you in the door already. Like there's no coming back. You're now a paid player. You spent some money. You broke that barrier that you said you didn't want to break. You wanted to play for free. Now it's a bit easy because you spent that $5. You're like, oh, you know what? Let me spend another $5. $5 becomes 10. 10 becomes 20. 20 becomes 50. Next thing you know, you raking in on this person monthly because they're engaged in your game.
And if they came out with some good cart skins or character skins, people will be enticed to use their tokens on the skins, and then once their tokens are gone from using it on skins, and they're like, "Oh, I want the golden pass," they still would have bought some shards or some tokens.
Yep.
Maybe because they weren't coming out with good enough skins where people were buying.
Hell no, them skins were ass. I was surprised people were spending tokens, man. I'd hear people be like, "Man, I want to buy this skin with these tokens." I'd be like, "What?" Like when you see skins on like Fortnite and Overwatch and stuff like that, and you look at these skins, it's like, why the fuck would I spend my money on reskins in this game? Like they literally cheating y'all.
In blue,
hell yeah, honestly, the same exact suit, just a different color. It don't make no sense to me.
1,600 tokens.
Their deluxe cards look really nice. A lot of them do look really nice.
They do.
Now they need to do something with deluxe suits. Deluxe skins basically where you can transform the way the character looks, and not just a colorway, but like an aesthetic, cosmetic way.
This character appeared in this movie, so they have this outfit. Oh, they appeared in this movie, so now they got this outfit. Like that.
Like Swan should have her dress outfit from the first movie.
Oh, Goofy, Mickey, and Donald were in Kingdom Hearts. Y'all got this outfit.
That'd be crazy. Though they would have to do a Square Enix collab for that, but that would be fire.
That reminds me though, what do y'all think about Miss Piggy not having any emotes? Do you think this is a sign that they're gonna try to start charging for emotes that you would normally get for getting champion?
I wouldn't put it past them, to be honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't pass them either, man. It's actually kind of not good.
Yeah,
it's not good at all.
I mean, I would like the Centennial suit. I don't know. It's more like like alternative like versions of that character that they can like transform and make a deluxe skin. Like for example, Mickey, right? Give him the Wizard Mickey fucking like deluxe skin.
Yeah.
So now
you can
that's Fantasia Mickey.
Like come on.
Yeah. Epic Mickey.
Yep.
Like they could and for the cars they could go the Rocket League route. You could put different your ornaments. You know how they have ornaments on this game, but for only specific characters, like you have to use for that character. You should, once you have an ornament or an antenna or whatever, you should be able to put it on any car you want. That they could make like fancy boost colors that you could if you want to spend tokens on or buy, that that'll be fire. Like imagine like bubbles coming out of your engine and shit like that. Like Rocket League got the cosmetics on deck too, man. They shit's is fire.
They do have really nice cosmetics. That's a fact.
So it's like different things that Game Loft could do, man. Like I do like the deluxe carts. I mean,
yeah, they look good.
I probably wouldn't purchase a deluxe card, but that's just me personally. But if they make the skins more, if they make, there are cosmetics that I would spend money on. It's just that to me right now, Gameloft hasn't released anything so fire that I feel like I need to spend my money on. But that's just me.
What Game Loft should have done with the deluxe cards is allow you to earn courtesy for tokens during rank play and spend those tokens for deluxe cards.
Hey Angel, why don't you go ahead and play that clip? Because even Angel was devastated when he saw that Miss Piggy didn't have no emotes.
Damn.
You was devastated, Angel.
Yeah, hey, watch the clip. Watch the clip.
Bro, you really clipped this?
Yeah, I clipped it, bro.
I guess everything.
Oh man, he definitely clipped
well,
it.
Why don't y'all play that for the
guys,
people?
We're gonna play this clip.
Yo, is it me or do
is the audio on?
Yeah, I don't hear the audio either.
Is it me or do defender bashes fucking stun the fuck out you? Like you got stunned or some shit. Is it me or do defender bashes?
Dang, did you have some music on so the clip got freaking muted?
Oh, did you not hear it?
No, we
I mean, I hear an echo, but
yeah, I hear an echo too.
Yeah, that's killer. All right, hold on. I'm about to play it again. Hold on. Where am I at? Let's see. Let me know if y'all can hear this one. You got a champion, Miss Piggy. Let's get it, everybody. Now we can finally give her her champion celebration.
Now this is red carpet.
Oh, she don't have animations? What? She don't have animations? What? You got a champion, Miss Piggy. Let's get it.
Damn, I guess not.
Yo, I low-key didn't even
He said
notice
we
that
just say champion.
when I hit 31, I didn't notice that there was no animation like in the rewards. Like that completely like went past my mind, and I went to the thing and I said there is no emotes for winning. Like, why is the first time
use tokens
happened?
for that?
Oh, that was painful. I was like, yo, what are we talking?
You got to buy an emotions pack with tokens or pay real money for that now.
Yo, they gonna do us dirty. Watch, they gonna come out the incredible season. They gonna have some.
You gonna have to pay
fire
for
ass
soon enough too.
Yeah. What? No, don't say that, Sammy. Don't jinx it.
Sonic said the
Paying for voice
Nightmare
line?
characters don't have more than one outfit. Is that true?
So they cutting back on the outfits and on the emotes, bro. Oh my god.
And the voice line,
man. That's not
they're
good.
getting real cheap now.
That's not good.
No,
Watch,
Disney gonna take away that license.
They gonna open up the shop. They gonna say 2,000 tokens. Mr. Incredible emo. Like, bro, they gonna do us dirty. They gonna do us dirty. I hope not.
Crazy,
But
You said 10,000 for the Frozone?
Oh, that's wild.
10,000. Yeah, Frozen. Where's my super suit? Oh, you want to hear a black person voice? 30,000 tokens. I'm gonna buy it. Ching. What I gotta do for the culture. But nah, the hell no, that's too much. But nah, that's every season. It's always something. Every season they try to nickel and dime us in some type of new way. It's like, wait, it's almost like they're looking at the game like, yo, we're giving them that for free? Why are we doing that? Why don't we charge them?
Exactly. Like, let's fuck over our consumer base just because.
I do still think that they should go back to when it was early access and mid seasons. No matter if you got top 100%, you still was guaranteed at least 10 shards. Like you were able to buy crew with season coins. Like
that's when Regulated gave out like 10 character shards.
Yeah,
he said,
go back to
Angel
that.
said, back in my day.
Like go back to that era and that.
You know what happens when they do that? They're gonna have to compensate everybody again.
I mean, I don't even care about the compensation. I just want, like, if they just made things like better, then
like
I'm
casual
fine with
friendly, like casual and pay and not like free to play friendly. Like like you'll still only get 10 shards. So this is what I don't understand with Game Loft's logic. Like you're only giving them 10 shards for being in the top 100%. They still need 190 to max them out. So like at the end of the day, they still gotta pay, but you're still giving them the option to still unlock it for free. then that might actually give people incentive. Like, you know what? Let me buy a couple boxes to get them, leveled up since, I unlocked this character. Like, there's so many ways that they can literally get people to pay and not piss off everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I also think they need to touch up racer boost. That one shard is not good enough. It should be at least two.
I feel like there should be. I feel like in my personal opinion, with there being more characters out, the more they add characters, the more racer boost you should be able to do.
Yep.
I feel like that makes sense. But then they don't want to give you them upgrade coins. See, them upgrade coins. See, they be holding out on them shits, bro.
It's a fact.
They be holding out too much in this game.
And you should be able to like they should after like when a mid-season racer comes out, after about 2 seasons or like after about 2 seasons, you should be able to get their mid-season crew from the daily shop or the universal box.
There's some characters that still aren't even in the boxes. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they've been out a while ago.
Universal box or something along those lines to, get mid seasons, because there's people like me that don't even have Gaston's epic. I only got 5 of those shards. I still need 5 more.
Oh, you're doing better than me.
There's no Gaston event. So where can I physically get these things? There's nothing in the shop. Like, I really think their shop should have more variety on what characters that they put on the shop, what crews they put in the shop.
You know what they're gonna do next? They're gonna have you pay for what do you call it? The new racer events if you want their shards or something.
I just thought about something. Here's a way they're losing money. Like when you first unlock a racer, they have like a pack, for, like a 2-star pack that you can get. But the moment you get your racer to level 20, all of a sudden that 2-star pack is gone. Why don't they just let that be available? Like, people are spending money on that. Like, I don't know why they take it away.
Yeah, that shit don't make no sense, bro.
Like, why not let somebody get the level 20 and then spend money to get the 2-shard pack? Like, that's just like stuff like bad business practice. Like, they can actually make some money. And it just sucks that you just can't get that offer. Like, an offer goes away just because you leveled up your character. That's just kind of odd.
But you might not even know you had the offer till it's too late.
Yeah.
Oh, what? You can do this?
No, Nano.
Yep.
No, Nano.
Yes, sir.
What is this? What is this hype about this list that you're making?
The list.
Now we getting spicy. Y'all. Let the people know what's going on with your list if they don't know already.
All right, man. I think a decent amount of you in the comments know, but just in case you didn't, man, your boy Nano has been creating a top 150 player Speedstorm list, man, a ranking list on my personal opinion on who I think are the top 150 players ranked in that order. So I ain't gonna lie, man, your boy been hard at work. It's gonna be pretty spicy, man, because I've gotten a lot of feedback and the list ain't even out yet. Just people knowing that I'm doing this, they like, oh man, like I better not be this rank, or this player better not be higher than me, or I feel like I'm better than this person. So like, come on, man, come on. And like I've heard like some people told me some stuff, man. So it's it's gonna be pretty interesting. But I'm excited, man. Because there's nothing out here like this. So people have told me that they can't believe I'm creating a list like this because, a lot of people on Speedstorm are sensitive and they get butthurt.
Yep.
But I created this list fully expecting that, and I actually hope people get butthurt because I feel like it'll be entertaining and I feel like it would add some dialogue. So, it's it's gonna be a lot of opinions. So far, out of the 50, I have ranked. Oh, let me check my notes real quick. So, out of the 150 players I have ranked 88 players so far.
Ooh, 88. Oh, you getting up
That's a lot.
It is. It is. And
new players are joining every day.
See, y'all thought we could only do tier lists on racers, but now we doing tier lists on real racers. So
yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy, man. You know, I can't wait. Nah, it's not gonna be set up like that though. It's not gonna be tiers. It's gonna be numbered rank.
Oh, Absent asked a good question. Are you going to be on your own tier list?
Hold on, what did Absent ask?
Are you going to be on your tier list? So, like the tier list that you're making?
I'm gonna be on the tier list. Of course, I'm gonna be on it, man.
Yeah,
can't be ranking all these people without ranking myself.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where Nano ranks himself. So Nano, you got me ranked above Falcon and what's it called? McNugget, right?
Gonna have to wait and see. All I'm gonna say is a lot of people is gonna be surprised, man. You know, some people not gonna get what they want. Some people might be higher than they think. You know, it just depends on my personal, experience. What I've seen in competitive play, what I've seen in rank, time trials. And honestly, it really just it really just depends on how I feel. Like, shit, I could just feel like a player is better than another player because I feel like they're better. But it's a lot of different factors. Some people I'll be able to rank based off of like a lot of data, and other people I'm kind of will be leaning towards more of what I've seen and how I watch them race and things I've experienced racing them and stuff like that. So it's gonna be pretty entertaining. I will say this: this isn't no perfect list. This isn't a right list or a correct list. So I know people will be slighted. It kind of is what it is. It's just the nature of ranking systems. But it's I think it's gonna be pretty fire, man. Some people are gonna be higher just because, like some people. This is such an interesting list because some people like the highest. Like I usually weight like competitive as like the highest like value that I could see a racer in because in my opinion, I feel like regulated is Speedstorm at like its most purest form where you can't benefit off crew and stuff and you actually require skill. But I might even rate certain people higher than people that have been in competitive just because in my personal experience they've just been really hard for me to race against or they've been really tough and I've recognized their skill. So just because you've been playing in tournaments, that does not mean you're gonna be over everybody else that hasn't. I'll say that right now.
I already know Nano gonna do me hella dirty, and I'm gonna crash out like Cosmic. Join the different team.
I don't know. According to you, according to you, man, if you not dirty, so well, listen, man. I feel like I gave a lot of people, the just desserts, man. But hey, man, if I'll say this: I'm homies with a lot of y'all, man. This ain't personal.
Hey, man, now that sounds like you about to lose a lot of friends.
Hey, I might, man. I might.
Nah, KH, you didn't.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. The list gone. Listen, to my homies, don't take the list personally. I do not want to see anybody crying over the list, all right? I don't want nobody getting depressed, saying they're going to quit Speedstorm. If you really feel some type of way about the list, you can hit me up and be like, Nano, I didn't appreciate where you put me. And I'll say, I was just going off of what I've experienced and what I've seen. You know, if you feel otherwise, you know, just you're gonna have to put in the work. That's it. You know, no hard feelings, no hard feelings. But it's gonna be lit, man. It's gonna be lit. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Shoot, I've gone this side and I still haven't rated some of my friends.
That's
So,
crazy.
you know.
Yo,
Yeah, just letting you know we're not friends, okay?
Hey, man.
So, also with this list, you know, is the Crashout gonna do their own tier list as well?
Yeah, I feel
tier list. Some people got to make that F tier, man. I'm just saying.
We should do it live too. We should do it live.
Live
So, yeah,
tier list. Damn.
Yeah, so Nano's gonna do his tier list first, and he gonna break the internet, the Speedstorm internet, and then we'll come together as a collective. You know, I'm gonna have to boost myself up a little bit, but no, we'll come together as a collective.
Yeah, we gotta. It's gonna take three of us to fucking balance out Caleb, man. He gonna be pushing himself about everybody.
I mean, I just have to be accurate and honest. But nah, we gonna hey, wait till y'all see my list. But what happened?
Your list is gonna be comedy gold, man.
It's gonna be good. But yeah, dude. Yeah, we gonna see what how the list differs, the Crashout list versus Nano's. It'd be interesting to see.
I mean, shit.
If we agree, or
I can't wait to see the Crash House.
Yeah, the Crash.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't even know like how the Crash House would be. Like, I wouldn't know like how you guys. I wouldn't know if you guys would just want to take the names from my list and construct your own. Because I got a lot of people on my shit, bro. Like there's some people y'all probably don't even know about and stuff that I've raised personally. So, you know, it's actually gonna be pretty interesting, man. Like y'all gonna be like, who is this person? I never knew this person. They that high on the list, I'm gonna be like, yep. This person is a legit demon, bro.
Hey man, if you see your name and you in B tier, just know B is passing. You know, 80%.
Hey, there ain't. Listen, I don't know how the Crashout want to do their shit, but my shit don't got no A tier, B tier, S tier. That shit is just if I have you over this like 1, 2, 3, 4. So to me, that A and B and S tier and stuff, that's easy, bro. Like
I already know
you could put a whole bunch of people. You could put a whole bunch of people in like one tier and call it a day, but me, you actually gonna see who I consider like above you and not. So it's gonna be spicy, man. Like I said, don't take it too personally. I mean, if you get upset, it is what it is, man. You know, it's just how the cookie crumbles. Like I don't hate you. You know, a lot of y'all my homies. You know, but you know, I gotta be true to what I wanted to do. So, you know, I can't be giving people. I can't be like changing my views on how I view skill wise just because you're my homie. I feel like I feel like.
But then it's not an authentic opinion.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I'll be doing the list that I wanted to make a disservice, and you know, I would.
Guys, you gotta remember, this list ain't factual. You know, it's his opinion. You know, the Crash House list is gonna be factual.
That's crazy. Man, you got Absent over here talking about when is this list gonna be leaked? That's crazy.
Hey, listen, the list is not gonna be leaked whatsoever. But
Caleb's leaking the list.
Listen, the list will be in number. It will be in episode 2. So. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'll try to see if I could like send Angel the list somehow, and then like what I want to do is when we you know, we'll have the list on the screen so people can see it, but I wouldn't want I don't want everybody to see all the names like beforehand. So I kind of want to just show like 150 and then 49, and then we going from there.
Go all the way up.
Like we gotta. I don't know how we're gonna do it. We gotta find a way how to do it, but it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be suspenseful, and I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm actually really excited about it, man. You know, some people's hearts gonna be broken, but Hey, fuck it, man. It is what it is, man. Y'all.
They asking when is episode 2.
So,
damn, the people want this list.
Yeah, so make sure you subscribe to what's it called, to the Crash Out, so you don't miss episode 2 and Nano's list. So make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, I do want to say this. My bad, Caleb. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
No, you
good. When this top 150 list, I know people are gonna be in their feelings about it, but if you think about it, if I have you on this list, I have you as top 150 Speedstorm players on this game. So, you can do with that information what you will, but I think highly of everybody on this list. Some more than others in terms of skill, but for the most part, I look at you highly if your name's on the list. So, that's all I got to say.
All right, I can't wait for that Crash Out. But yeah, I think it'll be after we go against the Dons of Speedstorm and we beat them. We'll be doing episode 2 of the Crash Out.
Is that gonna change the rankings of the list at that point?
I'm gonna move up like 20 spots after that. After I put in that work, baby.
Hey, but yeah, we're gonna try to put in work, man. We're gonna try to put in work. Damn, Toxic say you not winning, bro.
Toxic say he's going up 20 ranks.
Hey, Toxic might be speaking for himself. I don't know about your teammates. What happened? Yeah.
Oh, Falcons still hold up, move a spot. 20 spots, Caleb. Ain't you the best?
I guess
I don't know about this. Hey, this is Nano's list, not mine. I'm trying to ascend to Valhalla, I guess. But no, so I don't know how high or low he got. Who knows?
Yeah, man. It's
gonna be a surprise.
It's definitely gonna be a surprise, man. It's definitely gonna be a surprise.
You know what?
Man.
I'm like, what's his name? I'm like Afro Samurai. Maybe I don't want to have the number 1 headband. Number 2 headband is good enough. You know what I'm saying? You get that number 1 headband. Everybody coming for. I'll just stay low key.
Absent. So to answer your question, originally when I made this, it was gonna be a top 100, and then I decided to add the other 50 as honorable mentions. But I just decided that I'm gonna have them as honorable mentions. I might as well just have them in the actual list. So you will see who's in the top 50 over 100, and you'll see who's in the top 100. So
it'd be interesting to see if there's any women in the top 20. Ooh.
Hey, she might be from Team Canada. Man. You never know.
We have to find out, man. Definitely gonna be interesting. I'll say that. I will say that.
Does AJ that comes to mind? That's all I'm saying.
Does AJ from Game Loft make the top 150? No. Okay.
Damn, that's crazy.
Man.
Hell, fuck no. Hell no.
Hell no, man. I respect AJ. I actually don't think he's a bad racer, but I don't think he's top 150 material.
He just doesn't want the air vents to get fixed in this game, but that's fine.
Yeah, I fuck with you, AJ, man. My bad, homie. My bad.
He lying.
Damn, Nano cool with everybody. That's crazy. But what happened?
Nano going after everybody.
Listen, man, if you... I really can't wait till I get through some of these names, man. When I get through them, I want you... I want the guys on the podcast to let me know if they've heard of this player and whatnot. So
okay, give us a name.
Y'all want a name that's on the list? That's a little teaser.
Yeah, just give us a name. This wouldn't be spicy if you didn't.
All
right, so do y'all want me to tell you a player that y'all probably haven't heard of that I have on the list?
Sure.
Okay. Somebody on my list that you guys probably have not heard of. His name's Suki.
Suki Hana?
Definitely not Sukihana, man. But Suki.
I've seen
That sounds
Dookie.
familiar. How do you spell it?
That's Dookie, but I have
Suki.
Yeah,
But it can be like Tsuki. They said I could spell it both ways.
I think I've raced against him before.
Angel and Caleb technically should know who this player is, but I'm not sure if they really remembered or paid too much attention, because this person was actually in the USA qualifiers, and I raced with them.
I do remember a little bit now. I still got the video, so I'm gonna have to look back.
So hey, it's gonna be people y'all never heard of, man. That's on this list, so I'm excited for it, man. But for the most part, I think you guys will recognize majority names on the list.
But yeah, it should be good.
It is gonna be good.
That'll be episode 2, so
yeah,
stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I guess the Crashout tier list should come out on episode 3.
Yeah, we're gonna crash out after we see Nano's list, so yeah, we're gonna have to.
Oh, Falcon, you know, Suki. Okay. Nice, man. Yeah, Suki was cool, man, and he was actually really good.
Was cool. What happened?
I don't know if they play this game anymore. I usually see him on other stuff, because you know how on Discord you could see people that you're friends with playing other games and stuff.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him online, but I knew he was good, because I remember players who really like Hortensia and could do good with them, they're good players, and he liked Hortensia and he could do good with Hortensia, so I knew he was like legit when I saw that. So unfortunately, he didn't make the team, but you know.
I was about to say, and then he crashed out after he not making the USA team, and now he's playing other games. Like, that's kind of crazy.
Nah, he ain't crashed out. You know, unfortunately, USA was the hardest squad to join up on. That's why everybody on the team was fucking good.
Word on the street is Caleb got the most points in the USA qualifiers. That's crazy. What happened?
You gonna tell him the other word on the street?
Hey, if you disconnect, that's your fault. You gotta make done on internet. But hey,
that's wild, man. That's wild.
Nah, but you know.
Yeah, I'm just saying things might have looked a little different, and Paulie might have not even been on the team. You know, that disconnect changed a lot of things. I'll say that.
What if moment?
Yeah,
it's true, man.
So I'm just saying that's more proof when you fought the number 1 player in the game. Like, we did have a very strenuous plus 50 player tournament to qualify for Team USA in Bozzy's tournament, and I did win. So I was the first qualifier. I scored the most points. So I think, you know,
if
that's
you
more
disconnect, spill the tea. All right, that's it. So long story short, I was going crazy in the tournament, and on the last race, I was actually in first place on the final lap, and my game disconnected, my internet went off, and then Caleb ended up winning, and Paulie ended up getting second. And then Caleb actually got got first place because I DC'd. And I remember because I had hella points that race too, or in that finals. And the way we had it was the top 2, like first and second place, will qualify. Now, technically, Caleb was going to qualify regardless. Now, so I'll give him that. But Paulie wouldn't have qualified because me and Caleb would have been over him. And because I disconnected, Paulie qualified, and Paulie later told me, he said, if he didn't qualify in that first qualifiers tournament, he probably wasn't going to enter any more qualifying tournaments.
Damn.
And he just wouldn't have been on the team. So, you know.
I guess Nano disconnecting was meant to be then, huh?
I guess so, man. I guess so. But, you know, I take it on the chin. It'd be like that.
Yep.
I mean, at the end of the day, I knew I was going to qualify anyways, but, you know.
But, you know, just so when people say, man, Caleb, that's unproven and untested, like, I think I did a little something. But yeah,
nah,
that was cool.
You definitely solid, Caleb.
And I was even choosing the right character. Just imagine if I was. Ooh, we need to have a Bozzy, where you at?
That's hey, I mean, Caleb, man, you could come with. You said you was gonna think about doing your own shit, man.
Hold on.
Yeah, hey, money tournament.
Gonna be in this list?
Say what? Ooh, is Bozzy on the list? That's a good question.
Bozzy is on the list. Bozzy, one of the most hated people on Speedstorm, is on the list. You know, I have people that have boosted on the list as well.
That's crazy.
So, just because you're a booster or you have done things to boost and gain points unlegitimately doesn't mean you're a bad racer.
Yeah, so Zuzu might Arbee drive, but he's still good at the game.
This is true. And not only Zuzu, but other people too.
Hold on. Nah. But this goes back to our conversation we had earlier. Do we consider Arbee drivers or boosters the best player in the game when they do that?
No.
And it seemed like the consensus was no.
I mean,
I never on this list.
I never considered. Are you speaking just specifically about like people who use Arbee drive?
I think we're talking about when they're. I think we're talking about when they're not boosting, how good they are, basically.
Yeah, because you could be really good at the game and decide to boost.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So yeah, don't be on the list.
Disqualify you.
Okay, so just like me missing out on USA qualifiers by 1 point, giving birth to Team NA. That's true. That is true. KH Fan was actually 1 point away from making it on Team USA. But he was 1 point shy, and he actually ended up creating Team North America when we started in the Ulysses tournament. So Team USA's qualifier going the way it is actually created a huge chain effect, if we being honest.
It did. Because not too many people know, but I did race for Team Canada, and if Team NA wasn't a thing, I wouldn't have been on the fence about joining Team Canada or Team NA. And me ultimately joining Team Canada gave them enough members to qualify as a team.
Yep. So, I mean, you know, sometimes things just happen, you know, the way the way things happen. So, it's how the cookie crumbles,
It was KH's plan.
Hey, man. KH I ain't gonna lie, man. That low-key must have been like the best racing I've ever seen KH do, because KH was actually getting first in a lot of those races too. So
yeah, he was fighting for his life.
Good, man. It was pretty good.
Caleb, what the hell?
I know it was cutthroat. There's people who are good who didn't make it, like ATB, Base Knot. Like it was cutthroat.
Oh, Base Knot.
You know.
Yeah, Base Knot.
that name. He's my 100th subscriber.
And Base Knot's actually pretty nice at the game too. Inverse didn't make it. And Inverse is a good player.
Damn.
Yeah, I do remember
the time trials too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just shows time trials. Time trials show skill, it does, but when it comes to items, you know, that's when the combat racing comes in. So.
KH said, no, it definitely wasn't a part of the plan. I took that loss very personal. Hey, he did though, man. When I said the results, man, KH was distraught. He was distraught, man.
KH was like, about to crash out on y'all.
Yo, it was between Pro Gamer, Hot Pockets, and KH, bruh. They all separated by like 1 point. And it's crazy because Hot Pockets actually DC'd in one of the races and he ended up getting 1 point because of it. So, it's a lot of crazy. I ain't gonna lie, man. Team USA qualifiers, them shits was legit, bro. Like,
damn, next year's gonna be crazy.
It is, man. But I mean, I don't know. I guess it just depends on if like
we might keep the same team, or unless they make it to where you have to qualify.
Yeah, if they
you know
make it to where you have to qualify, then I wouldn't mind like being a captain and like setting up the same way, but who knows?
This time around.
Caleb, you want to be captain next year?
I keep hearing him say he's a vice captain, so
hey, there's a lot of work that come with being captain. You
gotta set those 5-hour practices.
Jeez.
Hey man,
they didn't up people.
They didn't vote me for the World Cup as top captain for no reason, man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be a good teammate.
Nah, but I respect everybody on my team, man. We might have our disagreements and whatnot, but I respect everybody on the team, and I feel I respect everybody that was entered the qualifiers except for J Smash, but
we'll get that on another episode.
Yeah, man.
I did not see that coming.
So, listen, I ain't see a lot of shit coming from from J Smash, but I will let you guys know about the J Smash situation.
So stay tuned.
Next episode, man. It's just crazy. So we got a lot to look forward to next episode. We got the Crashout stuff. We got the list. It's gonna be pretty fire, man.
One more thing, let's talk about the divisions matches. Did you guys notice anything? Do we want to talk about anything in the divisions this week? This was week 1.
I haven't been following along since it started, so this would be good to hear.
Okay.
If we're talking about specifically the matches that happened recently, the only matches I've seen so far is our team's matches, absent coaches matches. No, I actually have to. I didn't finish that. I actually have to finish that. So I watched like a couple of those races, and I've watched the Dons versus Brazil. Those are the only matches I've watched so far.
Yep, I think the Dons ended up beating the Brazilians, which I was watching that a little bit. The Snipers ended up beating Storm Capital Letters. Let me see who won in the absence match. I think didn't they win? Yeah, I think they won their match, right?
Yeah, I think absence team is gonna wipe the floor with the second division.
Yeah, they got some new players on their team. They got Cosmic Drifter, an old teammate of ours. So they stole him. They stole him away. Wink, wink. I guess. They got Cosmic Chaos.
That's for another episode as well. So
the Cosmic.
So yeah, they powered up. They got
both. They got the Cosmic Infinity Stones, and they got 2 of them joints. Man.
That's crazy.
So they got a lot of firepower on the team, man. But yeah, it's
at least in our group, it's gonna be interesting. The races coming up. I think so. Undefeated teams. Somebody gonna lose their undefeated streak. So we finna find out. But
yes, sir, man. Yes, sir.
I think the teams to watch out for in our group. There's I believe Cedric's team. I forgot what their name is. I have to look at the list.
The Lowland Thunders, I believe.
Yeah, Lowland Thunders.
Capital Space.
Dons, Capital Space.
Yep.
Snipers. So yeah.
What about Crusher's team? They didn't race?
They raced Cedric's team.
They raced Lowland Thunders.
They kind of got destroyed.
The one that won?
Maybe I'll be nice. Legion of Zoom versus the Lowland Thunders. Now Lowland Thunders won by a lot of points.
Damn.
So, there's a lot of super teams. There's a lot of good players that were on, opposite teams in the World Cup that are on teams in the division.
I hope they practice.
So. I guess to Crusher's team's defense, they didn't have Fluffy, and I know Departed, apparently he started playing halfway through, so their strongest lineup, in my personal opinion, is Crusher, Departed, Fluffy, and Matt, I think. Matt RG. Yes, Departed.
Departed was doing good. He was kind of carrying.
No, Departed has been playing really good on that team.
No, I'm saying Matt joined the team as a sub, so the fact that he was playing in the starting lineup was kind of crazy.
Yeah, but Matt's been putting in work, man. He's been putting in work.
He's from Team Canada. I know.
But to go against Crush's team is the Lowland Thunders didn't have Nalissi. He was actually busy.
Yeah, and they still kind of held it down. So it just shows you how strong that team is. I think it's a mix between Benelux and Team Europe for the Lowland Thunder. So
I'm not gonna lie. I think our team matches up really well against the Lowland Thunders. I think that's going to be a battle.
I hope they practice.
So, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. So, at the most, the difficult one will be Starmondo's team. They have
Starmondo has a team. Who's on that team?
So they have. So what Maddie's saying is, so they have Starmondo, they have Batu
Ronaldo,
yeah, Caminante, and Huasitos, and Slifer Drago.
Team Spain.
Word on the street.
Yato.
Word on the street. Batu Ronaldo is number 1 on Jasmine on the leaderboard. That's crazy. Me and Toxic, we trying though.
Are you saying he's the best player in the game?
Man,
best Jasmine? No, put in the most time.
I'm saying best player in the game because if you're the best player in the game, Caleb, you're supposed to have the best Jasmine.
Listen,
hey, give me some time. I'll be up there again. I was number 1 before I went out of town earlier this week. I came back home and I was number 3. I said, "What happened?"
Who was number 2?
We'll get it back. Speaking of Jasmine, the stream sniper.
Who was number 2? Who was number 2 on that list?
Toxic, huh? But but nah, I mean, shoot, Kazuki Lucas was trying to talk about he number 1, and we did battle today, and I think I won that battle. Just saying, it all comes full circle, baby. I seen you use that Jasmine on the last track. I seen
it. Nah, our team did really good though.
No, but that was a good match. It was close. It was actually it was competitive.
It's funny because Haz actually told me that he thought that team was stronger than our team.
Haz thinks lowly of me. That's why he thought they were gonna beat us, but he underestimated my power levels. He underestimated my power levels a lot. So I don't know why I should. But
but it's all good though.
You thought?
I feel like our team is definitely gonna be one of the top gunners, man.
Yes,
at least in Group B, man. Like one thing I'll say is, our team, we don't gotta be like number 1, but we always gonna be like one of the most hardest threats in any tournament we enter. And
hold on, you guys are in Group B?
Hell no, we ain't in Group B. We in Division 1.
Oh, okay. I was about to say shout out to Group B, but
Mm-hmm. But nah, Maddie, I agree. I think Starmondo's team is pretty good. They got some good players. But unfortunately, I already thought you guys were the best team in Group B in Division 2. And then you guys add in both of the Cosmics. That means your firepower went way up. So I definitely have you guys clean the house. Like listen, Cosmic Drifter, he might have had his like, his ups and downs with our team, but we know how skillful he is. Like he is really good at the game. So like the only thing you guys will have to worry about is just him crashing out. But if he doesn't crash out, then y'all good.
You make that sound like it's easy. We know what happens when he crashes out.
I told Absent, I was like, yo, watch out for Drifter, man, because it's gonna be good when you winning, but the real challenge is when y'all start getting pressured and y'all go up against a hard team.
Hey man, Caleb knows this perfectly.
Don't accidentally stun him. Oops. Uh-oh.
I told Absent that too. I was like,
my bad.
If y'all stun the Causeway, he gonna crash out.
You gonna find out who the fifth man is. That's what you gonna find out.
Hey, my bad. I didn't mean to stun you. Yeah, my bad too.
The fifth man on the opposite side of the team.
Yeah, man. It's Absent said keep that energy out my ear. Hey, listen, we just trying to warn a fellow Speedstorm homie, man.
Hey man, did y'all not watch the World Cup final?
Put you on, man. He Cosmic crashed out on multiple fronts, man. It wasn't just attacking Caleb. He called Maxi a cheater. He said bumping shouldn't be allowed on Arbee's short circuit. He tried to get his payback and ram somebody else, but ended up ramming me off the stage. Like,
so
I called him out on it. He ain't.
Does that mean Caleb's better?
Max. No, what's so crazy? He called Maxi a cheater for ramming him, and I'm assuming he got rammed off the map. But it can't come to find out it wasn't even Maxi that did it. It was so Thralis.
No, Maisie, no, you good. That'll be a good. Actually, your team is, powered up out there getting Cosmic. So
yeah, I don't listen, Maddie. Like we just kind of like talking shit and like having fun. Like we have our jokes with the Cosmic situation. Though I do think that is something you guys have to kind of be prepared for. But talent wise, Cosmic Drifter is like amazing at the game. So just you having him playing on your team, you guys are a better team with him. So, I ain't gonna, I can't take away that credit from Cosmic, man. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, is there anything else y'all want? Joe? Big Loki kind of quiet, man. I don't know if you're busy, man. I don't know.
I think I might have, I did my yapping. I think I crashed out enough. So, I got. I'll save some more yapping for next episode. Oh shoot, that's a story.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know, man.
The title of that video is gonna be "Is Ariel what?"
Yo, and it's so crazy because we don't even know the details of it. So we're gonna be finding out that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be new to all of us.
Y'all will find out. Hey, Absent giving you props, man. He said you yapped your ass off tonight, man. Hey, talking his time, man.
That's what you're supposed to do in a podcast, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Definitely.
I think it was definitely a successful first episode, man.
Welcome to the Crashout. Hey.
One Wing kept his eyes open just for that sound emo. He said, "Last thing I do before I go to sleep." Hit that button.
Good luck next week. Hey, Toxic, definitely good luck to you, homie, man. I hope for a great race, man. I know it's gonna be great races, so I'll actually be able to race in this one. I won't be at work, so it's gonna be exciting,
baby.
Yeah, because last time I remember you was at work and you missed a key race.
Yeah, man.
in World Cup, and I was like, bro, what you doing?
Yeah, man. I mean, I got it. If I gotta work, duty calls, so I ain't gotta get this money. You know, I love Speedstorm, but you know, I gotta prioritize.
But yeah, y'all heard it here first. You know, we keep it unfiltered. We're gonna keep it 100 to the best of our ability, and we're gonna cover that Speedstorm drama. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed the episode. Tune in, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah, man. Subscribe to everybody here too. We all got our YouTube channels linked.
YouTube and Twitches, yeah.
Yeah, you know, support all of our Twitches too. Sammy doesn't stream, but you know, still support. You know, we gonna be putting some interviews on this channel. Sammy, you want to tell them about that?
Yeah, so we got a lot of content in terms of interviews so far. We did 3 team interviews with the top 4, well, 3 out of the top 4 teams that were in the first place match and third place match. We got interviews with them. The only team we hadn't interviewed at the time was Benelux, and we'll get to them as well. So stay tuned for the interviews with that we are going to push out as soon as possible. We got interviews from Team Europe, interviews with Team USA, and interviews with Team NA. So those are going to be the first 3 that you should look out for. And obviously the others will come along when they do.
Yes, sir.
And they're quite lengthy, so this is why we're dropping them on the podcast channel. It only makes sense because for the most part, we were all present during these interviews. So it only makes sense that, you know, we put it in the podcast channel.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So it's gonna be lit, man. We got a lot of content rolling in. You know, this we got some big things in the works for this podcast, man. So I can't wait for episode 2. If y'all thought this episode was fire, just wait till episode 2. Episode 2 is gonna be way more fire, man.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell the whole community, man. It's gonna be a spicy one.
Make sure everyone shows up.
Hey, share the stream, you know, support the channel, because, you know, y'all want this content. Y'all want this content to keep on pushing out, man. Support the homies, man, you know. We appreciate all of you guys. And, you know, we appreciate the dialogue. We appreciate you guys stopping by the chats and stuff. You know, it's y'all make this shit fun, man. Y'all make it fun. So, you know.
Also, the last thing I want to add, I'm not sure if it was Caleb that sent this or maybe you, Nano, maybe even Angel, but I remember one of us saying, wasn't myself, but we could do maybe guest interviews or have guests join the podcast at some point if they want to clarify anything. And, you know, if that's you who's watching or listening, just DM one of us and let us know. And, you know, we can plan out or schedule when we can do that.
Yeah, man, if you want to DM us and, you know, talk about why I had you too low on the list and how I did you wrong, and come on the stream and talk your shit, you could do that, man. If you want to dispute why Caleb ain't the best player on Speedstorm,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
You can do that too, man. You know, it's, we with all the smoke, man. We with all
like
things.
I said, I was trying to be humble, but I won't make that mistake again.
For sure, man. For sure.
But Angel, man, hit that button one more time before we get out of here.
Yo,
man.
The poppiest Speedstorm with the welcome to the Crashout, and then we're gonna let you off with the let's go chat. You know,
yeah, sir, man. Tune into episode 2, man. We'll keep y'all posted.
All right, everyone, y'all have a great weekend. All right, we'll catch y'all on episode numero 2. of the
Yes,
Crashout, baby.
All right, G.
Yeah, have a good night, man.
Have a good night, everyone.